And right, so sometimes I have to restart voice meter. Hopefully that's now working.
I'm hearing you.
And I can hear you too. Brilliant. So, sorry about the false start, everyone. We are back with episode 104, 5, a million? I don't know. Time is a meaningless construct. And you have to love. It's now going, nah, what steering wheel? I seem to have been mastering the art of finishing major pieces of programming work about 10 minutes before stream start. Give me just enough time to grab a drink, use the loo, and get running my computer. Right, so where were we? Yeah, Tad and I, we dropped off tons of stuff. We found a cool vehicle to unlock. I found an upgrade with a vehicle bigger than a house, quite literally bigger. Well, not quite literally. And then we've got the little truck that could, that one, and the Royal. I'm going to take this one because this one's a beast, and let's see if we can get that upgrade there. That seems like something productive. This is the reason I didn't take the Royal, by the way. It's more than a little bit wet this direction. Oh yeah, I meant to set waypoints, didn't I? I did also fiddle with the steering wheel at the end of the last stream, and I may have to unfiddle, as quite frankly I'm not sure I'm that strong. The UI is amazing. It's worth having a look at the UI here. So on the steering wheel, my full debug options are things like friction base level, and the description is adjust the friction base level. Since I tried to stop work, but work doesn't try and stop me. No, I haven't got that
right. Did you catch the comment?
Where was the comment? Oh, comment! Sorry, the comment. No, I couldn't find it. Like, I spent, I don't know, half an hour out. There's a castle near me that I went to. Castle from the 1100s. And I went and I had a look, and I just couldn't find it. I quite literally couldn't see the comment. So, I might try again from somewhere else. But yeah, I think it was behind a tree. But that's the best place I know of. I'd have to do some more research working out better places to look at the comet from. Worst case, what I'll do is I will just find some pictures of the comet on Instagram and post them and just say I saw the comet.
Because clearly that's the goal.
Clearly what, sorry?
The goal is always to look better in society.
I thought you said it's clearly testicle, and I'm like, oh, that's not what, that can't be what I said. Oh my goodness me, I found a hill, this truck doesn't go up. That seems unlikely. Yeah, man. I think this isn't the right direction. I think there's a better one. Oh, I could not have got this truck stuck. That is surely outside of the realms of possibility. And I heard wolves. Yeah, this seems a little bit easier. It's flat and there's no trees. It's as if they've designed this piece of the level not to really want to accept very big trucks. Sneaky. However, the truck quite frankly does not give a fuck about branches. And there's my upgrade. Raise, what's it for? the Step 310E. Okay, I'd be more excited if I'd even seen that truck, which I haven't. Although I kind of agree with what we were saying the other day about this game should support VR, but probably be quite nauseous. I do wish it supported a motion platform. More games supported motion platforms, I would probably get one. Now, what am I going to take the Royal and get a bit closer, because that's got all of our fuel on it. And then try and get that upgrade. And then this awesome truck. Or let's head up. Actually, looking at it, I might as well just take the shortcut with this thing. Well, let's stick to the road. So we're going to head up there, and essentially, if I run out of fuel, well, Royal, which is just down there, hopefully will come and get me. So we're going to head to there, then reevaluate our choices. I think one of the things I very much like about this game is it's just difficult and complicated enough to keep my attention, but it's simple enough so I'm not like having to stress too much about it. Like I said, I've done quite a lot of coding today. I want something fairly low effort, and this definitely, to my mind, comes in that category. Like, it's engaging, it's interesting, but it's quite simple and straightforward. I don't have to panic, and if I want to, I can just let my foot off the accelerator. I can spend it as long as I like thinking about a forthcoming problem. My main problem is I've got 10 minutes of fuel left on this thing. Oh, a bit less than that now. And I have half a day off work tomorrow. Luxury. I'm going to spend it painting. Because that's what I do. I'm still very much thinking about writing my own clone of this. Only a clone that's set in space. And it's... I think my biggest complaint about this game, and I don't really have many, is that nearly all of the trucks are a little bit too much of an all-rounder, which I guess is a fundamental issue with it being a single-player game. This is an exception. This truck cannot take anything apart from high saddles, so it has a limit to what it can do, but most trucks can do most things. So you aren't required as much as I would like to get together a squad of the little guy. I know maybe only the little ones have the winches, and then a fuel guy, and then a repairing guy, and a guy that's actually taking it. So I'd like it if the game was a bit more squad based. obviously with the issue that then becomes harder if there's only 2 people to actually play it. Maybe you can still switch traps, so it's still the same sort of thing, but I don't know. Still thinking about it. Mainly Andy and I, we need to sit down and work out some physics issues more than anything else.
Tornadoes?
Hopefully no tornadoes.
Doesn't every step-based physics system have tornadoes?
Yes, but the trick is to try to make them happen as rarely as possible. It's... with PhysX, for example, you can just specify the maximum velocity of an object. So instead of... You just say something like, in this game, we don't have any bullets. What's the fastest thing that moves in SnowRunner? 10 miles an hour? Let's say 100 miles an hour. If any object moves above 100 miles an hour, set it to 0. Just stop. Don't move it. There's obviously something's gone wrong. Don't allow that much force to enter the simulation. And there's about 90% of your issue right there. Decision right there. Astroneer is the same issue. Under no circumstances should a vehicle be allowed to move fast enough to get into orbit. Just as simple as that. It just shouldn't. Just don't let it. Let it only go 100 miles an hour. So worst case is it'll flip. I know what that takes you. 50, 60 meters in the air, and then it will. Then it'll come back down, which is still bad, but much less bad.
Or have like explicit support for orbit mechanics.
That's also fine, but I would. Right, Dora, out. No, out. Come on. Dora's just found what I've hidden the treats, and she's just pulled a bunch of stuff out. Yes, Dora, you're not allowed treats. No, you are, but only when I give them to you. Not when you just wedge yourself under it. So I have like a monitorizer, and in front of the monitorizer is a USB hub, and behind the USB hub is her box of treats. And she just come down, stuck her paw in it, and started. I can't even describe what's going on. Let me see if I can get a photo here. Oh! If I take a photo of you, you're going to stop being a rat bag, are you? Is that how this works? You are a very photogenic kitty, by the way. Apparently, doesn't like photos. You just wasted 10 litres of fuel with your antics. Terrible beastie. But yeah, I'd like to sort of... I need to spend 2 or 3 days, essentially, fiddling with physics and trying to work out, with something like this game, how accurate the physics actually are. I have a funny feeling the physics are actually very simple, and then all of the suspension is all done through reverse kinematics, so it looks complicated, but it's actually not. So I tried to build a suspension system that was correct and accurate, and it just didn't work. Like, I have loads of fuel. Let's get this shit on the road. So I suspect that's the thing, is that fundamentally all the physics in this game, it's more or less invisible joints. So you have an invisible spring. It doesn't have to be anywhere near what the graphic spring looks like. I'd be happy about pulling into this place if there weren't any vultures. Oh, there you go, that was some silly ass physics. That upgrade go. And then I'll drag this truck back to the fuel tanker and see how far that gets me. Raised truck list. The Tiger. Oh, I think I might have that one. It'd be nice if it said owned or something. So now we're going to head back down to here to truck recovery. Now, and then Dora, what the hell? Okay, stop it. Advice to those listening, don't get a kitten. To be fair, I didn't choose to get Dora. I was chosen, sounds a little more dramatic than what actually happened. But she was a rescue kitty. And I can put you back where I found you. I won't. I love her. Don't tell her that. She needs to think I hate her. Oh yeah, I need to check out Emily. Esmea was suggesting Star Trek Bridge Simulator, which is a good game. I don't have the expansion for it, so I'll be curious to see what that actually covers. To be fair, the Next Generations, that's more my era anyway, so I probably understand all of it more. Oh, sorry, you were about to say something and I totally interrupted you. What was that?
Well, I have been playing Graveyard Keeper. I haven't gotten to the zombie part.
Oh, so when you get to the zombie part, set up a zombie that automatically does knowledge, I think it is, and then just leave it run overnight. It's silly. Set up a wood guy, set up a metal guy, set up a knowledge guy. Game complete. All you have to do is wait to win then. I was like, oh, okay. It's a shame because, say, the game's beginning to flicker. The automation's very cool, but it doesn't come in till way too late in the game. That might just be the Fortress craft in me, of course.
Yeah. It might be incompatible with the Stardew Valley thing, where the game loop is to do busy work.
Yeah, but once you get the zombies, you can pretty much make all of that go away. So I guess it is late game, but it'd be nice if you started off with very, very bad zombies that were really slow, and then you upgrade them as you go along, which is kind of what happens. But by the time you get to the point where you can make zombies, you should already be getting really high quality body parts. So I think they messed up the progression. I haven't played either of the two expansion packs because I got a little pissed off at the devs for basically abandoning the game for nearly a year and then saying, oh, now we're adding the expansion. And everyone's like, well, what about the camp? You had all this stuff in the Kickstarter trailer, you never finished it, you've abandoned the Xbox version, and now you're selling a DLC. I was like, oh, yeah, So I haven't played either of the two expansions, but I did enjoy the base game. I'm just slightly disappointed it's not got multiplayer at all.
Now see my valid basis for action. And I even think the base game was self-aware about it.
Oh, well, it was, because is it the castle or the stronghold you get to? It's obvious, or it was obviously a placeholder. And I was very impressed with the rendering techniques used in Graveyard Keeper. So I actually took the game apart and had a look at how they did it, and it's fascinating and brilliant. They've got some very, very, very impressive tech. And then I realised only about 15% of the assets run all the tech. It looks like they started it and went, this is a lot more work, then just dropped it. So all the lighting or the occlusion just doesn't work for a large number of the things in the game, which surprised me. But I think they bit off more than they could chew. I think they ran out of money. Unfortunately, as the consumer, to a great degree, that's not my problem. That's your fault for getting the Kickstarter wrong. Not my fault for buying your game. It was on Game Pass as well, but they never ever patched the Game Pass stuff, and the multiplayer wasn't in the Game Pass stuff. Sorry, not multiplayer, the zombies. Because I'm like, this game's about automating zombies, right? And I'd run out of things to do. And then I had a look, and the PC version had it, and I was like, well, to be fair, I tweeted them. I mean, if you tweet me as a game developer I will respond to you. Well, probably. Unless you're an idiot. I will almost definitely respond to you, though. I'm not used to contacting indie devs and just being blanked. I've got a fair old number of followers, so I have enough followers, so they would have got the notification I tweeted at them. And I'm like, are you planning to update the Xbox version? It's been abandoned for about 9 months, and it's miles behind the PC version. Nothing. No response. And I'm like, I'm not really... That's the point of Twitter. That's why you have a Twitter, is so you can say to people, hey, you can talk to us, you can ask us questions. That's literally why we have Twitter. But they just use it as a way of announcing their own stuff. So I was a bit nonplussed about that. But honestly, I've always tried, unless you are directly abusing me, which has happened, I will respond to people's tweets. And I try to make a thing of that. If you've got a question, I will try and answer it to the best of my knowledge. The best of my ability, sorry. Oh man, I ain't gonna run out of fuel. I'd also very much like to winch onto the back of it. Oh.
Social things have multiple purposes.
It's generally accepted, though, that Twitter is a two-way communication system. Like, generally speaking, that's why you go onto Twitter. Facebook, not so much. Facebook is more of a, we're telling you what's going on. Hence tweeting them. And a quick look back through their timeline showed that I was really not the first person to ask this. The questions were everywhere. They're all over the Steam forum as well, because it just hit Game Pass. And people are like, well, the Game Pass version doesn't seem to be in sync with the PC version when it is being fixed. Completely blanked by the devs, because they didn't have the answer people wanted to hear. They had bad answers, so they went for no answer at all. Oh no.
So which is better, to not give no answer or give the bad answer?
It's always better to give the bad answer. Always. Then you are... It's called managing expectations, you see. What they actually just did is just hoped everyone kind of forgot about it. And when the expansion came out, my goodness me, did their rating take a pummeling. Because it was just full of people going, what do you mean this expansion? You're not finished the base game. It says it's not like Fortress Craft, where there's no real concept of finished or not. They had a whole bunch of stuff in the game, and it wasn't finished. I mean, there was story parts of the game that just weren't there. I can't. It's the castle of the keep over by just north of the lighthouse. There was a bunch of stuff, and I found it. Went, well, this is obviously not right. Obviously they'll patch it. When's the last time it was patched? Oh dear.
I wasn't that disappointed with the fort, but the town was described in prose, and I was kind of surprised that I didn't get to visit it.
Is the town the one to the north or the town the one to the south?
South?
Yes, the south, yeah. It's called Graveyard Keeper, Jagger Cat. It's Stardew Valley, but you are a guy that looks after a graveyard. It is good, don't get me wrong. And I like it to a great degree more than Stardew Valley. But it does have issues. It's not a perfect game. And we're mostly discussing the issues. I've still put quite a lot of hours into it, though I will admit, a lot of those hours were overnight while I just let the game farm wisdom for me.
If there was a downside for using lots of time, then that could be addressed.
Yes. But it's like many games, they had a good art style, very good art. They had successful Kickstarter, and then never quite went from that to a... if they were selling the game on what it is rather than the promises of what it was, it wouldn't have done very well. As it was, they sold it on the basis it will become brilliant and wonderful and amazing in the future. Which is, unfortunately, that's what Kickstarter really is, isn't it? It's just people saying, we promised that we'll do this. Oh, we didn't. Oh, well. Starforge. Hell, Starbound for that matter. My god, it's like 3 years after they said, oh, we've hit our Kickstarter goal for more pets. Alright, will you be adding in more devs? No, just add another 6 months until we're finished. Like, okay. Why don't you hire more people for this entirely separate Okay, no. Right. What I mean is, I just left the game running overnight, and in the morning I had earned so much wood and iron, I think, gold, iron, and knowledge. Everything became completely irrelevant. But I just had my entire great. What's it called? I approached it the Fortress Craft way, which was I've made one zombie. Now this lets me do the stuff to get another zombie. So now I have 2 zombies. Now I have got 4 zombies. Now I have 8 zombies. Now my entire underground base is full of zombies all doing knowledge. Right, we're going to have to release this winch and get back to the road. So I have a chance of refueling this. I do not want to recover this vehicle. I mean, you can AFK to get ahead in the Fortress Craft. That's why the game fundamentally revolves around your score. It's more or less how quickly you achieved it. That's why in Fortress Craft 2 the goal is that rush mode is no longer how quickly to charge the OET. It's how many resources can you send into orbit in a 24-hour period. So it's taking away, well, I'll say, the misuse of rush mode, because my god does the game break when you use it as a hyperspeed mode. But I was aware of the fact that in Fortress Craft the game is very, very easy. It's not supposed to be difficult. It's just supposed to, you have a 10,000 hour challenge and you have to do it in 1,000 hours or whatever. Whereas with Graveyard Keeper, I can't even imagine doing the knowledge part of the game without 100 zombies. Which is what you would have had to do on the Xbox, because they never patched in the... 7 litres. Am I going to make it to the water? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Dora, okay, go on. Down, down, come on, down. That does not mean look at me like, no, father, I wasn't doing anything. Yes, you were. She does that. Like, no, I think you're mistaken. I think you find it was another cat. I am out of fuel, but I have a fuel tanker here. Oh, she's seen a moth, that's what it is. Now, I recall that being a particularly nasty route. So let's take it to there, and then we will make a decision. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on! What do you mean? The trailer's too far away. That's where it detached the trailer when I logged off.
I don't know whether it's pop culture news, but there was pretty long-term story point on Critical Role recently.
I only know of Critical Role very vaguely. What have I missed?
Well, they have played 2 campaigns. It's like 200 or 100 episodes of 4-hour play.
Uh-huh.
And a plot point that was set up in the beginning of campaign 1 was brought back into play in this week's episode. Which I'm wondering might be like a world record for longest hibernating plot point.
Well, how long though? Like, how long ago was that set up, and how long before it came about?
Well, it's difficult to measure, and how would you count it?
Years?
It's been like 5 years the show has been running. And if it's about 500 hours per campaign.
I remember most because I was saying I'm watching The Office, and there's setups of the first and second season for payoffs in the 7th and 8th. But yeah, there's definitely weren't 500 hours worth of stuff. Or you could watch Lost. If it's the exact opposite. That probably has the most unresolved number of plot points.
Yeah, and I think they didn't plan it to pay out in the beginning. It was just like there was background set up, and then some of it was abandoned.
Is this Critical Role or Lost?
Critical Role. You set up background and then you use it, and then you find a way to make it relevant again. So it's natural instead of forced callbacks.
I mean, even I find like notes in the code going, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, I should put that in. It's something I wrote years ago. Like, the original plan for Fortress Craft was to have dwarves running around doing stuff for you, and one of the earliest things was a dwarf that you put onto a machine, and he would just sit there and create energy, at a low rate, and need to be fed, which is essentially the Rick and Morty Flugelcrank plot line. But I came up with years ago. It's still in the code somewhere. I think Fortress has some of the original code in it, from the original, which was a Dwarf Fortress in 3D. So yeah, sometimes stuff, it's there. Sometimes you get to use it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes I forget it's there. Sometimes I get stuck on a rock. Why are we moving? Royal is awesome. It is the little truck that could. Big truck that could. It doesn't look very good, and doesn't look like it should be any good, but it's actually awesome. Okay, let's definitely recover all the fuel out of it anyway. Alright, I think the trailer might be stuck. Huh. It's just stuck rather than anything else. Oh, it's stuck on that tree. I don't think it's an off-road truck, by the way. I have a funny feeling this is still a, I think this is a me. Oh, no, I come up with the classifications now. Because it's not a heavy duty super, but I think it's still a highway truck. It's just got a lot of horsepower. Now, am I going to try and go along the riverbed, or see? I don't want to recover. I really don't want to recover. There is no garage here, so all of the oh no, I've messed it up. Recover, have another go. That's gone. That was the early game stuff, because we did bemoan it, saying it made the game too easy. There's no punishment for screwing up. Oh, recover, recover. Not anymore. There's nothing to winch onto down there. But this way is steep. Very, very steep. I guess we'll have to have a see how this does this. Is it actually as an off-road? Okay. I suspect one of the things I don't like about the game is the way it describes the trucks, because this one has a power to rate ratio of B+, Alright, just give me a number, please. Power to weight ratio does not really apply in the world of trucking. That's 0 to 60. It's a bit of an odd thing to get at the best of times.
Wouldn't you assume it's linear if it's a number?
Well, yeah, but okay. Is A twice as good as B plus, or 10 times as good? What's the gap? Is C to D the same gap as B to A? But this one's S plus, I think. What the hell does that mean?
If it's just ordering, then it's not misleading in quantity.
Well, no, it doesn't have a quantity. It's a scalar, not a quantity. That's its problem. I don't know how big it is. I just know what direction it's in. But the fundamental power to weight is fundamentally a useless number, because how much the vehicle weighs or how much its power is totally irrelevant when you are carrying 1,000 tons of stuff. That 1,000 tons always weighs 1,000 tons. It doesn't matter what your truck's power to weight ratio is. All it matters is how much power has your truck got. And for some weird reason, it doesn't give you that number.
Isn't the ratio relevant when you are empty, trying to just survive the terrain?
Yes, when I'm empty, which is not something I ever need to worry about. So my 1,000-pound truck with 2,000 pounds of load is a completely different number to a 2,000-pound truck with 2,000 pounds of load. And you can't tell which one's better because it doesn't actually give power, which is the only number you actually care about. Power to weight's handy, but that tells you basically how good your truck is unloaded. It gives you zero clue for how good your truck is once you're carrying a load or once you're towing something. Well, what happens, Jack, when you put a different engine in, your power to weight ratio just changes a little bit. So, like, okay, it's now gone from B to S. I basically on the basis that all of the engines have got a number. Bigger the number, more powerful the engine. And the game actually mentions fuel efficiency, like I might actually fit a worse engine to it, but I haven't done that yet. I'm not sure I will. But it's odd, for a game about trucks, one of the things you want to talk about is how much torque you've got. You know, how many foot-pounds of torque does this have? Oh, this has got the most torque. Then maybe list me the top speed. That would be nice too. Oh, there is nothing to winch onto if this goes wrong.
There's also the problem at what's intuitive for players who are not experts in the field. Those who know what matters in the field.
Then it's a number. If you don't know what matters, then that's fine. If you don't understand what power to weight ratio is, that's fine. But if one truck has got 1,000 horsepower and one truck has got 2,000 horsepower, which one is better at pulling things? I'll give you a clue. It's the 2,000 horsepower truck, and it doesn't matter how much it weighs either. So they've actually given you a misleading figure. I mean, it's almost as bad as Kerbal not telling you Delta V without mods. It's kind of that level of, I don't understand why this wasn't what you added day one.
But if you have all the numbers attached to everything, then you have information overload.
I would happily sacrifice all of the other numbers for horsepower or torque. Happily. Like, the numbers we've got are not the useful ones. I would rather less numbers that were more useful. Or a number rather than a bar. Even if it currently said power to weight ratio and gave a number, that at least does it. Like, I have in my garage, I have a number of vehicles. I would never try and express their power to weight ratio in anything other than power to rate, because my smart car has an amazing power to weight ratio. It's a 600 kilo car with about 100 horsepower, something like that. So it's a huge power to weight ratio. You know, it puts it up into the low end of supercar territory. It's not a very fast car, but that doesn't matter. Good power to weight. Whereas my motorbike has a power to weight ratio but is not in the realms of car. So for a car, my smart car has a power to weight ratio what I would probably call S. There are few cars under 100,000 that have the same sort of power to weight ratio as my smart car. But if I then give the smart car an S, then I have no letters left to describe my motorbike, which is a power weight ratio of about, I think, 780 horsepower a ton. And then you have the issue that if you then go into slightly better motorbikes, the BMW 1000RR has a power weight ratio of over 1,000 horsepower per ton. And you're firmly into the point there where you can't get that through the tyres. It's pointless top trumps bragging. But my motorbike already supersedes any car. And yet there is another motorbike out there that has another 20% power to weight ratio on top of what my one does. That's why you would never express it as anything other than a number. It just seems like dumbing down's sake, but dumbed down so far that it's no longer useful. I've had this before. We did Burnout 3. Burnout 3 was the first Electronic Arts game on Xbox Live. So we had to follow Electronic Arts' rules on multiplayer games, which is fine. So if you couldn't connect, or there's a firewall issue, or someone drops out, we would tell them what happened, and we would give them an exact error code. And we were told by EA to remove that because it was, and I quote, too confusing. And the point we made was like, okay, but there are two types of people, ones that understand the error message and ones that don't. If you don't understand it, saying an error occurred doesn't let them fix it. But if you do understand it and you say an error occurred, you still can't fix it. So what you've just done is you've just changed it from, let's say, 20% of people being able to fix it to 0% of people being able to fix it. But that was what it was. Giving errors that you can use to diagnose your problems too confusing.
But the difference between people who doesn't understand and is anxiety over it, and then who doesn't have anxiety over it could be.
Okay, but you can't connect to your game anyway. If you're the sort of person that gets anxious over that, you're already going to get anxious because you can't play your game. Because, and we had to show it just said an error occurred. And we knew exactly if you couldn't connect, you timed out, you'd crashed, your internet connection went down, the DNS resolution. We could tell you exactly what the error was, but we weren't allowed to. Because it was too confusing for console players.
I guess there could be a workaround if you had like duck or something very presentable that was correlated with the error, but wasn't a number.
Well, no, we had a string. I mean, it would be error 83, DNS failure or whatever. But that lets you resolve the issue because you then know it's a DNS error or whatever. Just saying an error occurred can be absolutely anything.
But if the user doesn't need to understand the error but just rely to the technical guy,
yeah, then the technical
feeling comes from it being a string or a number that feels technical.
Right, but then the technical guy can't fix it either. No one can fix it. I don't think that. Yeah, the fundamental upshot here is you don't get to play the game.
If the thing that you report is something nice, like a duck or a shape or a color,
I see. Possibly a little patronising, but yes, I take your point. Wait, I don't want to do this, do I? Yes, I take your point. Yeah, I mean, I've done a similar thing in Fortress Craft. I've hidden a bunch of stuff in the UI, so when someone says something, I can verify what they're saying. So it shows quietly if it's modded or not. So yeah, we could have said an error occurred and then shown a symbol, and then on the website going, if it's a duck, it's a DNS error or whatever. That's an interesting one, actually. I've not thought about quietly like a QR code, but less less confusing, like less technical. I like that idea. I may have to use that in future.
The weird thing is why number is scary but duck is not.
Well, because you don't tell people the duck's there. You just go, an error occurred, and then someone will say, oh, I got this message, what can I do? And someone says, show us a screenshot, and then they'll be like, oh, there's a duck on it. Oh, that means that blah, 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 blah. Interesting. I like it. But I did a similar thing for Fortress Craft. I recolored Arthur's power bar depending on whether or not you were running mods. And the amount of people that swear blind they are not running mods. And I'm like, yes you are, no I'm not, yes you are. Well, I am running a few mods, but they won't cause this issue. That judgment call is not yours to make. Come back when you've disabled all the mods and still have the issue. Around the corner we go. Damn, this is a pain in the arse having to drag all my own vehicles around. Now I can refuel off this. Source, fuel carrier trailer, target, royal. Oh cool, I can actually refuel that one from this one. And I hear some springing microphones, so that'll be Max. Wow.
Hello.
Hello. How's Mr. Springy Microphone doing?
Yeah, less said about the streaming.
Less said about your microphone.
No, me.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, I've known you a long time. I think the less said about you, just the better. I think that's just the default state there. We were just discussing error messages and how console players sometimes get the raw end of the stick.
In 3C or something like that.
No, in Burnout 3, we weren't allowed to show the user technical error messages. We just had to show them an error occurred because it would confuse them. Same reason we weren't allowed to show...
Because you're too stupid to understand.
Exactly. And the point raised was, if you are technical enough to understand it, you now can't fix it because we haven't given you the information. So what you've done is you've changed it from 20% of people being able to solve it to 0% of people being able to solve it. Like, this is not better, this is definitely worse.
Yeah.
I'm on the level, by the way, with the cool scout.
Yeah,
No, that's not scout. The 8-wheel submarine.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah,
the boat one.
I know exactly where it is. I just ran out of fuel, so I then had to drive a long way just to refuel this vehicle.
So you are in.
I'm currently in the
yellow, green.
I'm currently in the Kolob, but I will happily.
I'm looking at the maps. I've got a yellow person on ground land and a green person who's in the course.
I don't think there's anybody else in my game. I think that might be a vehicle. Hold on, let me just manage party. No, just you and me. I think you might be one of them.
Oh right. It doesn't tell which one me is.
You'll be the one in the garage.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
I'll tell you what. If you want to grab my well, two choices.
Where are you?
I'm currently in the Kolob in Zimnogorsk. But do you want to finish off that quest? And
what quest?
Take this abandoned truck to that place that says truck recovery.
Okay.
Because one of the things I am going to have to do fairly soon, unfortunately, is leave and come back with a ton of fuel, because I have nearly got through all of the fuel in the tanker. Oh man, there's no fuel on the last level.
It says it's got 94%. Is that right?
I've just refueled it, you see. So.
Oh, okay. So shall I take the Kolob?
Hold on. Let me just hop. Please do take the Kolob. But if you drive down that road, you'll more or less, I mean try not to, but you'll more or less smack into the truck you're recovering. I started recovering it and then I ran out of fuel. As is my way. But yeah, this level's more interesting because we now have to start worrying about fuel a little more than on the previous levels. So at some point I will probably have to I will recover the Royal, put a fuel tank on the back, and then do that. But more or less, if we progress the quests in this area, which is not hard, A, it's good XP and money, and B, it gives us a garage in this area.
This is what amuses me. You go near things and sometimes they just break. You know?
If you go near them, the physics activate when you get close enough.
Yeah.
I may also try and visit the survey point. Oh, God. But pretty much, I reckon that if you the prologue can solve most quests, just for sheer force of will, brute horsepower.
That's got a lot of horses.
Well, it does it, and we were discussing this. This is what the dumbing down thing about, because the game obviously describes almost every vehicle with, like, a letter. So your power to weight ratio is, you know, B or S, and S is better than B.
Corner, yeah.
But the issue is, hold on, my incompetence. The issue is, the Astion might have a power to weight ratio of S. That doesn't mean it's capable of towing 2,000 pounds of concrete, because it's still a little vehicle.
It's a little thing, yeah, but that's the base power to weight, isn't it? It's the ratio.
It's the power to weight of the base vehicle, which is completely pointless. Because if you're, like I said, the power to weight ratio of my bike is 780 horsepower a ton, which puts it far beyond any Ferrari, any Porsche, any sports car. That's mostly because it only weighs 230 kilos. So, although it is a hugely, enormously powerful vehicle, I couldn't tow a caravan on it. Well, I probably could, but if I were to tow a caravan, I would get destroyed by an Audi that has a power to weight ratio of 200 horsepower a ton, but actually has 500 horsepower. Yeah. So that's why the number they've chosen is really useless. Where's the snorkel on this little bugger? Ah, things I should buy. A snorkel. I got a fun.
A vehicle there.
That's the one you're taking back.
Oh, okay. Oh, brilliant. It's not where it's on the map, sort of pointed to it.
Yeah, that's just where I ran out of fuel and I had to abandon it. Who wants to hear a fun story about a snorkel? It's not that fun. Oh, this water is very loud. Hold on. Stupid game. Uh-oh, I'm doing a shouker. Oh no, oh no!
Trying to go fishing in your car again.
No, I'm. It's not fishing. Fishing's fine. It's boating that's the problem.
That does look like a boat, though.
It does when I can't see the wheels. Yeah. So, when we were younger, many moons ago, for reasons that will not be recounted at this point, me and some friends, we were jumping off the sofa.
Oh, sorry, some friends and I.
Hold on. Is it? Now there's a rule for this.
Yeah.
No, you're wrong. No, hold on. It is my friends and I. I was jumping off the sofa. Right. The trick with if it's and I or me and my friends, if you subtract and my friends, does it make sense? So you would never say.
I was jumping.
Yeah, you never say me was jumping off the sofa.
Yeah.
So my friends and I. You're correct in this case. We were jumping off the sofa, but with snorkels in our mouths. I think we were pretending to do diving. Stop if you see where the story's going. But a friend of mine, with the snorkel the wrong way around. So the soft bit wasn't the bit in our mouths. The long hard bit. So a friend of mine managed to crack it on the coffee table. And a lot of blood came out and he went to the hospital. And apparently he had extremely neatly bisected, I think was the term, his tonsils. So he'd literally sliced his tonsils out with the snorkel. And the doctor said he don't think he'd ever seen such a neat job. Cauterized it. Done. Lesson learned. Wait, I wasn't doing it again. Now, how am I going to get this scout? I reckon up there. You just slap. Yeah, I had a little problem getting around that corner as well. I said the
stay in low ratio as well.
Yeah, the Kolob doesn't stop. It doesn't turn very well, and it doesn't go very well. But not stopping is a better statistic to have.
drag the vehicle off the top of it.
Literally just drag it along.
Come, you're coming with me! You are, you're coming with me! No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Okay, I seem to have reached the impasse.
No, straight across that lake, the water.
No.
Oh.
This vehicle refused to be towed across the my choice of direction. So
You may have to list it, or go further ahead and winch a longer rope.
there you go. Just to sort of straighten them out a little bit.
I do love this truck. My only complaint is I can't engage differential in high gear. But I've showered all my love and money on it. I've even bought it a fuel tank. It just needs a snorkel, which I think I didn't have the rank to get. Because obviously I need to be well respected in the trucking community for anybody who'll sell me a snorkel, which is quite literally some plastic piping.
Yeah.
You had this in Need for We had this in Need for Speed. It's like, oh, no one in the city will sell you these brakes until you've got the reps, son. It's like, then I should order them off eBay and fuck you, Mr. Garage Man.
Yeah. What's a load of horse shit?
Yeah.
So
To be-
make the content last somehow.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously if you get everything from the get-go, then you would just go, right, Kolob, fully upgraded, cool, done. Or you unlock everything, but you gate it behind magnitudes of money. But that's when you go, oh, a new snorkel, how much is that? $300,000. So, game unlocking mechanics work better in, games with magic and mystery and science fiction. When it's very down-to-earth things like, snorkels, it becomes obvious how ridiculous game gating mechanics actually are. I mean, all
I
games.
wish myself through this bit. Wow.
But all games, if you look at Diablo, or any role-playing game, if I give you a level 100 sword, you're like, oh, I can't use that. What? Oh, I'm not level 100.
Yeah,
So what do you mean? What doesn't? Everyone in the sword.
It's a level. You have to meet level.
Yeah, it's
You can't lift the sword.
it's-
It's not big enough muscle or whatever.
Well, that's what rep is in this one. You can't use it. But then, okay, so bad example. All right, how about a hat that requires a certain amount of intelligence to put on your head?
It's a hat.
Help! I'm putting the hat on wrong. It's a complicated hat. Oh yeah, new truck discovered.
Hey.
Now, what I'll do is I will fill it. Oh, that's interesting.
Love it.
No, I can't. Oh, right. No, I will love him and pet him and squeeze him and.
Call him George.
What I'll do is I will refuel it. Okay, I'm going to refuel myself and head back. And then once you've done that, I've given it 100 litres of fuel, which should be enough, he says. Because obviously I can't recover it. Recovering it just takes it, well, who knows where it will take it. But I think the next step will be heading back to the previous area, and I think we have to bring some steel through. But the way Tad and I did it, we spent, I don't know, about 45 minutes just driving quite slowly and carefully, which is not what I'm doing here, with 2 concrete slabs in the back, which mostly went alright. Concrete slabs, not steel slabs. But I've used up all the fuel available on this level because the Kolob is a thirsty boy.
Yeah. I mean, really? All of that? Really?
No, I mean, well, yeah, I brought a fuel truck with 2,000 litres.
And of course, there's no fuel station here.
No fuel station, yeah, no. Until we unlock the garage, which is my sort of fundamental goal. We're saying to Tad, part of the reason you're so far behind is what happens is you tend to leave like half an hour too early. So we've got all these quests queued up, and then you leave, and then we hand them all in. So that's why you've ended up sort of slipping behind Tad a bit.
I'd rather have sleep.
Oh yeah, but it's just that's. I was trying to work out why you were lower than Tad, and it's just because you left, and then I'm not joking. Tad and I drove for an hour to hand in this quest, and we're like, that was a lot of money. Like Max should have been able to get that because you laid the groundwork, but you didn't get the payoff.
That's the fun of playing multiplayer.
Well, this game does have a slightly odd progression system To be fair, it kind of works, and it kind of makes sense, but it's kind of like an MMO, where the first person into the party determines the state of the whole MMO.
Are these vehicles abandoned here?
No, that's our fuel depot.
Oh, right. I probably shouldn't go and grab loads of the levels on my kit in a moment.
No,
They are in the bloody way.
no, you're going left anyway, I think, and the vehicle should be to the right.
It's in the way. There's one in the parked in the trees.
Yeah, but it's, just don't get too close to the... Oh, I see, yeah. Okay, yeah, if you followed the road, you would have been the other side of it. Yeah, you came up behind it. Oh. I think you may have taken a slightly harder route than necessary. But yeah, just feel free to shove it out the way, but that is currently our mobile source of fuel.
This one's got... Oh, it's full of fuel. It's in the way.
The Royal's full of fuel, yes, but the tanker isn't.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
I had like 2,000, but we just kept drinking it.
Yeah, it's got some in it still.
Well, you say that. In a minute, you'll recover the Tatarin and refuel it. I'll recover this one and refuel that.
Yeah, it's got 712 metres.
Yeah. That doesn't go very far with the Kolob, does it? And unfortunately, the Kolob doesn't support a fuel tank. Well, the first thing I would do is put a whacking great fuel tank on it.
Yeah.
Now I have to cross the river with minimum boatage.
The fuel tank out the way. Oh hell, it's coming with me. Oh shit. Oh yeah, got. That's interesting, isn't it?
Give me a sec. I'm just here now.
Ooh, why is it still? Dear. I don't want to do that, but
I am literally 20 feet away.
Okay. Right, I'm just going to leave that mess and recover this vehicle and come back.
So as I mentioned before, the cable that came with the catnip fish, the USB cable, I've had to hide inside a cassette player, and Dora is going mad. But she doesn't come play with the fish. I've also bought some... Wait, why is this all a mess? This isn't how I left it.
Nothing to see, nothing to see there.
I don't know, you saw the photo I put in the Discord the other day. I said, I teleported to get the Royal, and then it's like, the Royal was just left sideways. Oh no, it rolled when I attached to it. Don't think I've got the beans.
It's okay, it's my fault.
You do have the beans, but
I did roll it. I pulled it and the fuel tank out the way with my towing thing here. I think I was towing.
I'll give it a bash though.
Let me just get it to my cupboard and then I'll come back.
Yeah, so I can fill my roof rack absolutely fine from that fuel tank. I wonder if they fixed it. We just haven't looked at it since they fixed it.
I'm supposed to take this.
That's okay. I have release winch.
Top recovery. Oh, yeah. Very good. Oh, it's a different vehicle. Oh, you fuck.
What?
There are two set missions, both called.
Oh,
and this one needs to go to the. No, that's where I picked it up from.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm confused. I picked it up from
Select the quest.
Select.
Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, I know what it is. Right, I have to go and... I don't think we've picked up the quest. So what's happened is all I've done is I've gone and got the truck. But I've got the truck without the quest.
Okay. Well,
so,
let's not confuse matters. Let me move the truck out of the way.
No.
Hand in. Because I was like, oh, you can have that. Hand it in straight away.
Oh, yeah, you need to drag... Yeah, I don't think it detects us being in the box. But I've got the Tatar in now. So I will now do my best... This has got a supercharger. This is my first supercharged vehicle, which is surprising. You got the nice... I can't even make the noise. Purr. Like a high whistling purr. So this thing is awesome. All apart from its fuel consumption and top speed. It's almost...
Stay in reverse. The lights jam on when you turn into it.
It's almost indestructible as well. So it's got a rear engine, and you can't damage the fuel tanks. This isn't a challenge, by the way. It's just a statement.
Okay. Well, I'm leaving this truck here to hand in. You go and get it. I'll sort the mess I left out.
No, I've already sorted that. That's all good.
Oh, okay, fine.
If you just wait, not even 2 minutes, I don't think. Oh, there we go. This thing's unstoppable. I haven't taken any damage. This is what Tad should drive. Then he can't whine about taking damage in his vehicle. So this one has all-wheel drive and diff lock all the time in an 8-wheeled vehicle. And I haven't...
engine just to turn the reverse lights off.
To be fair, my smart car's the same. I can't change gear when the engine's off.
Really?
Yeah, because it's semi-automatic.
The lights gem on.
No, but that'd be stupid. Am I going the right way? No, I'm literally heading towards the wrong quest. I'll do your quest first, then I'll do this quest.
You need to go
This way. Yeah, unfortunately, this thing gets through 5 to 12 litres a minute. I mean, it's a 300 litre tank. That's actually pretty big. I've got 10 minutes of fuel. Show task. Start tracking. Oh! You have to repair it.
right.
Yeah. We don't have...
Grab a drink.
Yeah, good plan.
Yeah.
You do that. I'll work out... Wait, what? Wasn't there a watch point quest here? It was just here. Hang on, let me stop the engine because it is going to... I'm sure it was documentary film. Oh, come on. Right, fine, whatever. Oh, hey, Tad.
Hello.
I wasn't expecting you today. But
Why not?
Well, because it's a weekday.
That just means I get home later.
Ah.
You all start as of just about when I'm leaving work, so I've got to all get home.
Oh, well, there's no rush. Not doing anything interesting. Well, I am.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, start tracking. Visit the survey point. That was the quest I had. Oh, look, the survey point's repaired. Don't tell me there's a whole bunch of new bugs now to do with quests. So Max and I, we dragged the truck all the way to the hand-in point, and then we realised it needs to be fixed and repaired. And we're like, oh, we don't have any of that.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, so we are at the point pretty much where I think we need to go back to the previous area. I'm nearly out of fuel. I don't mean this vehicle, I mean the fuel tanker we brought is nearly out of fuel.
Wow.
I have got some upgrades, and I have got the Tataran Scout, which is unstoppably awesome, at the cost of 8 to 15
I see you
litres a
cruising
minute.
around.
Yeah, 8 to 15 litres a minute of fuel, though.
Ooh.
In a Scout.
Ooh.
But 300 litre tank, which is bigger than the Royal. But I might have to recover this one just on general principles, just to put some upgrades in it. Because obviously it's totally stock right now. There.
Alright, so you need repair parts? Am I hearing that right?
Well, well, when Max gets back, we'll should organise a little bit. So we want to complete metal delivery, but all the quests appear to have fucked themselves. So I don't have metal delivery. I can't click on it. It's not letting me do it. So I have to go there and pick the quest up again. Yeah, I'm not able to select in progress quests. It doesn't seem. So I could.
That's weird.
So I could do it from there. I guess I will see, because I'm kind of resigned to recovering this truck anyway, so I will try and drive it down here and get metal delivery. Then we need to go back to the
assuming we haven't... I'm assuming we haven't unlocked the garage over here yet?
I'm pretty sure that's part of it. So yeah, we'll hand that one in, but I suspect that involves us all going back to the previous level, going to the garage, going to the fuel depot, taking this one to the garage. I'd like to respec the Action to have the fuel tanker as well. I did unlock some upgrades as well. And also, though you guys don't necessarily have those upgrades, I can put them on my trucks for you to have. So that's the minor plan, and hopefully that's the correct plan to unlock the garage on this level. I don't know it is, but it feels correct. Plus, you know, my XP and cash. Oh, it does have a high gear though, which
Those are always useful.
Yeah, it's not. It's still 6 litres of fuel a minute and goes slowly, so... Yeah, now down to 58 litres. See, there's an upgraded engine with this. I might have to not fit it. But yeah, I've had before though. Sometimes when I start the game up, all of the quests there are don't necessarily work. Like I have to go and pick them up again, and I've had that a bunch of times. Show task. Yeah, accept task. Take a shipment of metal from factory... Oh, factory to warehouse. Oh. Oh, wait. No, wait. Where's warehouse when it's at home? Oh, lordy.
Where's this going?
To quarry. Oh, no. From
sure.
No, from bottom left to top right. That's actually...
That doesn't look awful.
That doesn't look too bad.
A hell of a drive.
It's not. I've already done that once today.
So the 2 truck recovery quests.
Right, we have to repair. So the one truck recovery quest is the pickup, and one is the hand-in. The part we need to do is the repair, which we can't do because I don't have enough recovery stuff. We're just trying to work out. So our goal is to activate the garage on this level.
Yeah.
Because obviously, so we actually rebuild the factory.
Is there definitely a truck garage? Oh, is there a build one?
There is definitely a garage. We do fix one, yes. So I mean, it's up to you. There's a quest that involves picking up metal from there to there, but I would like to respec the Action to have a fuel canister, and I would like to
Before you go, DJ.
I would also like to take a fuel vehicle back to quarry to fill it up.
Okay. Why do you do the fuel vehicle thing?
Well, here are your 3 choices. You can either recover the Action, or I will respec it and bring it back. You can take the Tatterin back to quarry, or you can take the Tatterin back to quarry, towing the fuel, or you can take the Royal and deliver metal. Those are kind of the 3 things that need doing.
Right, the Royal's got plenty of fuel.
It does, but that's the only one we have on this area with a sideboard trailer, so that's one that needs to carry the metal.
Where's the one that had Oh, that's the fuel tank there, isn't it? Just
Yes.
way down there.
Before you leave, can you go across the river and pick up that other quest?
Which one?
Lost Instruments quest.
We've got that
It's across. It's in the compound.
Yep, we have that one. Deliver to the
sure
pier. See the 4 consumables on the level?
Yes.
Deliver them to the pier. Good luck. See you in 2 hours.
2, 3, 4. Here. Ah.
So Max, what you can do is you can you're in the right. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Grab the Action,
Yeah.
hitch the fuel tanker,
The one that's half empty.
the one that's half empty. Take it back to the fuel station at Quarry.
Right. Can I take it with me?
Yeah, it should be able to.
Oh, if I can actually tow it, you mean?
Yeah, it should be able to. I think so,
Oh,
because it's that type of thing.
Okay, no.
So head back to Quarry, and that's kind of the plan. And I'll take the
Okay, do
Royal,
that.
which Tad's in. Tad's in my Royal. Tad, where are my Royal?
I was gonna go pick up the metal for you, but if you want me to do something else,
No, that's it. If you do that, I'll take the this one back to base, and I'll see what can be upgraded on it.
you're the only one that can do that anyway, so that's probably for the best.
You and your logic. And more importantly, what colour can we paint it?
Purple?
Oh, it does have some.
Oh.
It does have some. I like the blue and white camo.
I found the Hitlermobile in mine, and that thing turns into a monster truck.
Really, I haven't put any
A
upgrades into it.
two-tone paint job that's pink, which I thought was quite amusing. It actually can mount some pretty hefty freaking mud tires.
Okay, there are no upgraded engines. There are no upgraded suspension. No tires. The winch I can, as long as I don't mind paying 9
Shouldn't
grand.
prices.
Yeah, and frame add-ons. A roof rack. Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I will need to. This is a good vehicle, so I will. I'll leave the garage with it, so it's
Available.
yeah. Now, if we just had Rob in the game, what I could do is I could just assign you all tasks, then go off and come back and have you complete the game for me.
Ah.
Right, so the White Western Star, is that is that your one?
It's the crane.
Is that yours? Right. I love this. Do you wish to recover it? You can't recover it. Well, then don't give me the bloody option.
Need me to move it?
No. I was just looking at what's there because I'm just looking at some of the quests, like any quests that would be easy. I think Aquatic might be pretty easy.
It actually is, but that's a repair quest, so...
Well, I've just put repair stuff on my, but I don't have it. Oh, maybe some of this.
I went and looked at that one too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got my Tatter in. I'm only some distance away.
I've had to revert to using the co-op to move the tank into an ideal position for the Action to move it.
Yeah, most of the route backwards is not quite so horrible, but that first bit's pretty muddy.
Yeah.
The co-op's good. It's just kind of a workhorse, really.
Yeah.
Out of the way. Some stuff in the river.
So you're going to do the deliver the metal quest and then the consumables quest. Is that kind of your goal? And then we will pitch in.
I don't
I know.
have a crane for the consumables at the moment.
Okay, but we can. The Action can be respec with a crane and a sideboard or a fuel tanker. And the good thing about that is I could get the Action to our current location in a quarter of the time it would take your White Star because the thing is so much better. This thing just doesn't slow down. It just goes. Not very fast, but it does go.
Sounds like a winner to me.
I can't reach to the towing pole.
Eh?
What?
So again, you can't winch the what, sorry?
I can't winch to the fuel tanker trailer hitch. Like I did with the other vehicle.
I had that sometimes. It does seem to be a little bit sort of randomly hit and miss. I don't know why. Like sometimes it's like, no, You don't get the little black ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I do then is I just wiggle the vehicle around and then just try and directly hitch onto it.
Ah, right. I managed to get it on somehow to the side of my vehicle.
A rock here? What is this? It is a rock.
They're also attached to the side of my vehicle, not the back of my vehicle.
Come on, get up the hill.
Right. Yeah, come in with me.
I found some magic bud.
Magic mud.
Ooh,
Yes.
how exciting.
Is that legal in your state?
I have no idea.
You know what? The Kellogg's engine is currently using 5.4 litres a minute. What do you think I'm doing?
Idling.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm moving.
Rolling down a hill?
Nope. I'm driving backwards.
Oh, right. Well, that's interesting. I wouldn't recommend driving everywhere just to save fuel. Is that auto reverse or manual reverse?
Auto reverse.
Interesting.
Without the diff lock.
What I do like about that vehicle is you can get away with not bothering with the all-wheel drive of the diff lock so much of the time, and you get stuck and the all-wheel drive fix it. You have to be really stuck before you need the diff lock. Oh, this got a little bit more horrible. I wonder how much these actually cost in reality. And if I could just take one along to my local four-wheeling club, and if they'd be like, you have 8 wheels.
You're banned.
And I'm like, oh yeah. It's like, well, I don't use half of them.
I'll turn the diff lock off, honest.
It's something that surprised me. There are extremely few 6 or 8 wheeled vehicles.
Yeah.
There's almost no disadvantage. You get more grip, you get reduced tyre wear. It's just, I guess, the initial cost that goes up.
Because you have to buy 8 tyres and all. Ooh, this thing.
But-
I forgot how sprightly this thing was.
Fundamentally, 8 tyres will wear out less than half as often, half as quickly as 4
Yeah.
tyres. And 6 of them, let's be honest, 6 of them won't wear out at all, just the front.
It depends which one's driving, which one's steering.
Well, it's usually the steering ones that will. That's what causes you your issue. Because like on my motorbike, my front tyre, you can't really get through the tread on a front tyre of a motorbike. I mean, you can, but you don't. It's the rear tyre. But first, we need to repair this vehicle. Yeah, we really don't.
Don't get to keep it. It's just a repair and it
That's
poofs
fine.
into the ether.
Yeah, sell it on eBay.
Well, I just want to get basically.
Money for it.
I know Max has got some upgrades that he wants that he can't get. So and obviously the same thing for me. I mean, I obviously am still limited by what my level for my upgrades. So I just want to do some quests that are lying around. Now I have a vehicle capable of doing it. Because I take this back to the. Actually, do you know where I have to take it once I've repaired it?
Where? It's just as soon as you fix it, poof, it's gone.
Oh, so I should probably try repair.
And once you repair it, you give it fuel, and then chick.
Now, is it going to be quicker to drag this back or repair? Oh no, no. Yeah, see, I've got 150 repair points. It requires 312, so I would have to do 3 journeys. So I'm just going to drag it back to the garage and repair it there. Nice try again, but I'm sneakier than you.
So the fuel is where in the quarry?
Top right.
Top right. Oh, I see. Just on the road.
Yeah,
Just follow the road.
Yeah, that's why we're using the fuel tanker, because otherwise it's impossable. Like if you were to drive the Kolob there and back again, it'll be out of fuel by the time you
Of
arrive.
course, I could have emptied the tanker first, couldn't I?
I don't think I think most stuff in Zimmengorsk is pretty full though.
Okay, fine. If he's over half, that's fine.
There. This thing is sweet. I think my only complaint, I don't have many, as I would really like to be able to have a set of hues, so I could choose a primary and a secondary colour for all my vehicles, as opposed to just the colour codes that they've chosen. Fun story. In Burnout 3, we had the ability to choose any colour vehicle you liked, but we took it out of the game and only gave you a small selection of colours. And this was because the guy in charge didn't want people to choose, and I quote, gay-looking pink vehicles and then put pictures of it on the internet. And we're like, but what happens if they want to? And, you know, more importantly, what happens if they're a 7-year-old girl and they really like pink? I know some pink girls, they like pink, but it was like, that was literally the reason we didn't let you pick your own vehicle. The vehicle was because he didn't want gay-looking vehicles on the internet. Again, his words, not mine. Well,
logic doesn't come into it. He's a boss. And
I've
people
seen
got power over
people
you, they will use
wheel
it.
cars with anime pictures on them. Like, what? What?
In real life, you can do what you like, but in a game,
well, now you say that. Do you know about Deadmau5's Ferrari?
no.
Deadmau5 had a Ferrari, and he put... Now, what did he put? He put, was it anime characters or sparkly pink? And Ferrari took the Ferrari back off him and said he's never allowed to buy a Ferrari ever again. Or at least not a new one. You get a second-hand one, obviously.
What?
Oh, yes. When you start buying vehicles that they only make 100 of, you sign quite a complex licensing agreement. So,
Really?
yeah, they took it back off him and said, you are bringing our brand into disrepute. You are a one... It was like, you know, the Ferrari FXX. You know, they're only like 100 made. And they all went to famous film stars. You know, Michael Schumacher got one, and Arnold Schwarzenegger got one. And, you know, they basically... It was a big promotional thing. So Deadmau5 just painted it up. And then they went, we're having that back. But let me get this straight. They didn't give them to free to these film stars. There were 100... I think it was 500 maybe. But they offered them to the film stars. And if you wanted it, it was $1.5 million. Some of the Ferraris aren't road legal. So when you buy your Ferrari, you're not allowed to drive it. If you want to drive it, they will meet you with it on the back of a truck at a racetrack. You get into the weird and wonderful realms of very exclusive stuff.
I'd be like, fuck that shit. I can drive everywhere.
Well, yeah, I mean, this
So
is
if
the
you've got
point.
$1.5 million spunk on a car, maybe it's not terribly important.
Yes. Oh no, I think the ones you can't drive, they're more in the 5 million mark, because they do technically come with a truck and an entire team of engineers and people who will look after your vehicle on your
They
racetrack.
better. Yeah.
Question?
Is it about how stuck are you?
No.
Okay.
How do I get through the water ahead of me? Well, just go for it.
Hang on. Just wait for my steering wheel to stop moving.
It's always
Where-
my answer.
Wait, where are you?
I'm on the other map.
Wrong quarry.
Whatever quarry.
I don't know.
Do I find out?
Hey, look on the map. It does look like there's a shallow bit to your left, though. Wow, you're nearly there. My goodness, that thing does belt along. Oh, that's not the shallow bit I meant, but, you know, more power to you, sir.
It looks shallow. It looks shallow.
Okay.
Tires do you have on the Royal?
On the Royal, I haven't got access to good ones yet. I have reasonable tyres, but I made it to the warehouse already today and back in. Remember, that's where we left it at the end of the last session. So it can definitely do it. If not, we do have a co-lobby in the area.
I can make it. It's just taking longer than I thought it would because my Royal has so much better tires.
Yes, I don't have access to better... I'm also, quite frankly, out of money. I've only got 17,000 left.
No.
So I can't just spunk it all on tyres. How am I going to pay for paint jobs?
Here I am sitting on 200 grand.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea what to do with it all.
Buy more trucks. Buy all the upgrades. Yeah, I think, to be honest, because we're networked and we've been playing it, say, as a group, we haven't done a very good job of just doing quests. We've just been kind of messing about, going places and doing stuff. So we haven't been very efficient. It's been fun.
I've been helping too. been getting all the watchtowers.
Yes. But as I said, we haven't been very efficient in our progress. We've just been messing around in the world.
That's still fun.
It is fun, but that's why you have 200 grand and we have none. Because when you're by yourself, messing around is a lot less fun.
You know,
If you screw up, you have to recover. Whereas you screw up and might play, you're like, whatever.
it says press F to refuel. Oh, so press and hold to refill fuel fully, or whatever.
I think
And it
the
doesn't.
only way it loads trailers is if you're actually attached to it.
No. It's just it says hold to fill fully sort of thing, and it's not. It's just it's a lie.
Yeah, I
Fill it in 500-litre chunks.
I'm pretty sure the whole fueling
one needs
code
to-
is broken in network play.
Yeah. So I'm bringing this back. Yes. There's another trailer here. I could fill up and bring that as well.
Hold on a sec. 2 seconds. Let me just finish repairing this truck, and then I will have a target.
This truck. Sad-looking truck just...
So I just have to keep going back. I have to keep just teleport back to the garage, recover, and drive out again with a full set of repair points.
Oh, this one's full already.
Currently seeing nothing.
What's this truck doing here? The warehouse.
Which truck?
Random truck.
It's not a random truck, is it? Oh, that's the one we have to repair it in
You
order to hand
fix
the
it.
quest in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
Refuel. Source. Done. Hooray! Oh, I promoted as well.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're at
Got kicked.
Quarry. Really?
Yeah.
Did you both get kicked?
What? I'm still in
Someone found a lighthouse or a watchtower?
I completed the quest.
Really?
Thankfully, you were in my truck.
Yeah, no problems, but...
Alright, let's have
Yeah,
a
for me, Tad's got a bad connection or not, and there's a bad connection icon off in the top left.
Yeah,
Belongs to.
I'm getting a bit of robot-y voice.
Yeah.
So before you go any further, Max, this is a question. Shall we reconfigure the Action? Because we could put a fuel tank on the back with 900 litres, or we could put a crane on. We don't have a crane in Zmgorsk, and we could do with one.
Right.
I don't know is the answer.
Where do I reconfigure it?
Way back at the garage. So
on the quarry level.
no, not on Quarry, on Drowned Lands, and then drive all the way there. I'm just trying to work out if I don't have any more vehicles here.
You're gonna need the fuel, surely.
Yes, but what I'm talking about is you teleporting back to the garage, changing the sideboard trailer for a fuel tanker to that, and then drive back there, and then you've got 2 sets of fuel tankers.
Oh, I see. But I can't recover the thing, so you have to recover it for me.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to work out. So, Tab, what are you doing? Are you coming with a crane?
I think my repair truck. The
Because
repair thing in the back.
on the way into Quarry, there is a service trailer.
There are no other vehicles for me to
Oh,
teleport
okay.
to, so I have to teleport to a different map
Yeah,
in order to get out of the Action.
Yes, I'm just trying to work out what is better. I think, to be honest, if you stick with what you've got, I will bring the T user. I'm out of vehicles, you see.
Right.
All the rest of my vehicles are, I think, in Alaska.
Right.
I wish I could recover. Yeah, they're all. I can't recover them, can I? If I go here,
Remotely.
no, I mean I will have to go to this place, get in that vehicle, and then recover.
Right.
So we'll just
Well,
stick.
let me sort this out.
Sorry, yeah, you sort that out. I will grab the.
I'm confused where I'm going now.
Yeah.
That's helpful, isn't it?
Oh no, I have a whole bunch of
I'm going
vehicles.
back to you. So
What happened to that fuel fifth wheel?
The what?
yeah, it's American.
There's a large fuel trailer.
Yes, it's just by
It's
Max.
behind
isn't
me.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The
There's
fifth
another one
wheel
here if you want.
the one
if
you
want
need
it.
saddle low version.
I honestly don't know.
No, it's not. It's not one of those. This one's one that's a hitch.
Come on, you bastard.
Okay, so I also have.
Let me see if it's still here.
I mean, Tad, do you want me to bring my Fleet Star because that's got 800 repair
what's in
points.
here?
I can bring my fleet star.
I've got some repair points down for you as well.
Well, this one's got 800 repair points, or I've got the maintenance frame with 300 repair points and 1400 things of fuel. And 5 spare wheels, which is... Why 5?
So,
Bit arbitrary.
It is. But, so... I don't want to, like... Because obviously it's quite a trek, I don't want to leave here with the wrong thing. But I could bring my van, that body, so I can bring loads of repair points and wheels, or I could bring a fuel tank.
that's what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'm bringing the repair body.
You're bringing the repair body. So I'm tempted just to bring the Tatter in and grab the fuel tank, because this one, that gives us the Royal for most duties, and then 2 fuel bowsers for drag stuff around. I'm also tempted to go into the quarry, so because I think this thing could actually get into the quarry and back out again. Because of all the wheels. Why are you laughing? Don't do that. You've ruined my confidence.
Getting in the quarry is fun. You get to deal with a quarry in Montana, Minnesota, one or the other.
Michigan.
It's just as miserable. Wow. Too many M states.
This one's not fast though. No, it really isn't fast. And I'm already down to 200. So I'm going to take the shortcut that screwed over the Hitlermobile so badly. And this one doesn't appreciably slow down. +1 for the Russian sub, -1 for the Hitlermobile. It's the right way.
This trailer is pushing me all over the place.
It's a big heavy trailer and a little vehicle, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get stuck, don't worry. You're bringing it closer. That's always good. There is another vehicle to repair on the way to Drownlands as well. On the way to... on the left-hand side of Quarry, there's another vehicle to repair. So we have 2 quests we can finish off quite quickly.
Okay.
So you're basically back now, Max.
Yes.
So I'm wondering then if you should grab one of these vehicles with repair points, a lot of repair points, and which is the Fleet Star. Customize. We've got maintenance frame, which is 300. Oh, that's fuel. There we go. Install. I'll deploy it. So what I'm suggesting is you take this one to... There's a vehicle crashed on a corner that we have to repair. I'm sure you know the one I mean.
Not, we'll find it.
Well, you can't really miss it. I don't think you, Tad, have enough
I don't
repair points to repair both of those vehicles.
Probably not.
I mean, I've got...
Very stingy with you enough parts.
They are.
Right, I've left the trailer where I found it, pretty much.
Scouts
off
really are the
road.
best option.
Okay, so back at wherever I am, I forgot the name of it now.
Zimmergor.
Drownlands. By the garage, there is the bugger Fleet Star, is it? And it's got a repair van on it.
Fleet Star. Oh yeah. I'm gonna bring that, do you?
Bring that. That gives a whole ton of repair points,
Rightio.
and then hopefully that lets us repair both of our knackered vehicles. I mean, if you like, I can just slow down a bit. You can catch me up. This vehicle is.
I'm just gonna check on the map which way to go.
It's just up the road. Like if you
I'm
literally
gonna come and follow the road. Yeah, let's make sure we get the right route.
literally follow the road.
Yeah.
And then on Quarry, we should arrive at, or one of those two. We'll arrive by the fuel station.
I've got a nice dingly dangly area, I like that.
That's what the ladies like as well. Nice dingly dangly air. It's a bit long and thin though.
Yeah, it's a CB aerial.
Oh man, this vehicle
Okay.
is sweet.
26 to 28 megahertz.
So, I'm just looking on the inside of this. Well, that was 25 megahertz was the CB band. Because it's shape of radio control cars.
26 to 28.
Ah.
Yeah, unless it's... No, you
sure.
might be confused with AM.
No,
AM's different frequency again.
I'm sure it was 25.
Really?
I'm sure you're wrong. Well, if so, either you're wrong or I've been wrong my whole life. CB radio.
Yeah, the aerials are always 26 to 28 megahertz, so I don't know what the hell you think is 25. It's very close to 26 to be fair. So. What's 1 megahertz between friends?
Well, because of course it's 27, of course it is. Because when you bought a radio control car, they'd have the little 27 crystal or a 28 crystal. Yeah, but it's 27. That's the number I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So I haven't been wrong my whole life, I was just out by 2. Yay, there you are. Yeah. So bear in mind, there's no rush. Your vehicle is very top heavy with all that shit on there. And this is about flat out for this thing. But it is cool.
I've got a diff lock in, that might slow me down a bit.
Well, just... do you have a high gear in it?
No.
Ah, pity. The silly thing is, we're talking about the concept of game gating stuff compared to real life stuff. I just bought a new cog for my Impreza. I just bought a new ratio for one of the gears in my gearbox. Wasn't expensive in the slightest. Wasn't hard to do. You know, it cost me a few £100. So
the problem is getting it in there is going to be the nightmare.
No. I mean, including fitting, it was a few £100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not that. It's just not that much. But the concept of a vehicle, a work vehicle, not having the gear you need to do the job is hilarious.
Yeah.
High gear, no. Just thrash it along in first.
Second?
Oh, you're in second. I'm in fourth.
No, third. I'm further in the throttle.
You're still catching me out.
About to lose my suspension.
You should. So this vehicle, I haven't had any damage on it whatsoever. Maybe you should be driving this.
Yeah. Tad.
Mr.
I'm
Suspension.
driving a bouncy little Kodiak, so...
I sold mine because it was so awful.
Sure, I'll still break the suspension. I seem I'm inclined towards it. Game looks at me in suspension and is just like, yeah, no.
I mean, out of curiosity, are you running at like 60 frames a second? I don't know actually how good your rig is, or are you at a lower frame rate?
Who's it aimed at?
At Tad.
Should be 60. Okay. I've got a decent rig.
Okay. It's just because if you're running at a frame rate, one of the situations you'll have is that if you're ticking the physics half as often, all the impulses are twice as big. So be careful, Mac. Don't. I'm just gonna. See, now you're not so smug about all your speed, are you?
Meh.
This thing's got. Yeah, you say meh. If that rolls, it's going to be a fun
Is he stuck
pass.
behind you?
No. It's just that we've gone off road, and I don't have to slow down. Whereas Max's.
Oh, that's the point. I have a question.
Yes.
Can you buy another Kolob?
Yeah.
What's this?
So you can have one Kolob in one area and another Kolob in another in the game.
Yeah. Nothing stopping you at all. I mean, I can't. Not by a huge amount of money, but
No, not with money, but there's nothing to stop you
Nothing
physically
stop-
doing it. Whatever. It always sounds like a knackered chair to me.
knackered chair.
Yeah, every time you go and change that fan,
What? The steering wheel?
every time you go clonk on your fan.
Oh my fan. I'm really confused.
You press a button on your fan.
My God, game.
But I haven't pressed the button on my fan like that button.
Yes.
Alright, so there's a really loud clonk that comes out of your chair then, must be your chair.
No, is it, hold on. Is it that noise?
No,
That's the steering wheel hitting its limits.
no,
Clonk.
No.
Is it when I do that?
no,
Bug my head on it?
no, it must be your chair.
My... I can't make my chair make a noise.
I'll tell you when it does
That
it.
happens again. Alright then.
I think it must be how you're moving around in your chair and it's going, oh, I don't like it, punk.
Hey, there is a bit of a. I need to work out what it is and see if I can tighten it up. I'm careful this bit gets narrow. I feel like your one's escaped out the A-team and my one's escaped out some sort of James Bond thing. Oh, we should fill up here, shouldn't we?
I've got 206 out of 240.
It's but we're literally there's a fuel tank here.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. What difference does it make?
Well, it means that we can go further with fuel.
Taking that fuel tank with you?
Do you want me to take one of these little scout tanks with me?
Oh, you're at that one. No.
Yeah, this one doesn't let me play.
What?
Oh no, it had.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. No, it was. You're not having any fuel. Oh, you've already got the fuel. I'm like, what?
Oh, this one doesn't have a tow hook. Wow. All right then.
Do you want me to bring mine? And does it have any fuel in it?
No, because your one's you've got loads of fuel anyway. No, it was there. I might as well, but no, you're the one with the pulling power. I can't
Says
bring
he's
in.
stuck on a rock or something stupid. I'm trying to bring a rock with me. Look, my pet rock in the middle of the road.
Yeah, you have really brought that rock with you.
Yeah. Out of the way, bitch. No, I'm not bothering that. No suitable trailers to attach.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, I think you can, but you've got to be just right. But yeah, there's no point because it's only little. I ain't going full speed. Stop beeping me, Mom. Is the vehicle at top speed? Like, you stop that, or I'll put it in high gear, and that will show you.
Well, the thing that always amuses me is a mate of mine at work. He always goes, "Who'll flash you?" He's like, "Yep, your light bulbs work."
The worst one is when it's usually on a motorbike when they don't let you in, or they sort of belt past you. I'm like, dude, I'm on a motorbike. The first time we stop, I am just going to lane split right past you. The weirdest thing is that I drive two very different motorbikes. It's very odd. People are nearly always super courteous when I'm on the cruiser. They let you out, they wave.
This
always.
is the big racy one.
No, that's the Harley one. The big lows, the cruise, the big loud V-twin. When I'm on my sports bike, it doesn't happen, and it's a strange sort of
Okay, sort of associated boy racer.
Well, boy racer versus badass Harley rider, yeah. And I'm wearing the same gear. I ride in the same way. It's just like it's noticeable how differently I get treated.
Weird.
I mean, Amy said the same thing. She was like, "Oh, that guy's staring at me," and she thought it was because she was a woman. I'm like, it's because you're on a learner legal cruiser, and there are so few of those. We're looking at it going, why is there someone on a cruiser with L plates? How is that even possible? Come on. I need this to load quickly so I don't end up that steering wheel bug again. The steering wheel just went completely bonkers.
Hear it.
No, just... Yeah, just done it again. Okay. So I'm going to have to stop anyway because I don't know where the hell I'm going. So I'm just going to... I think this is the fuel depot here. Oh, I thought there was a fuel trailer here. Yeah, there was a fuel trailer here.
So what is it? It's going left, right.
Well, that's why I tried to get it. You teleported inside of me during the loading. So that's what's happened.
Oh, you should have warned me.
Oh no, I was hoping it wouldn't happen. Tad and I had it happen to us before, and I solved it. I think by going into another vehicle and back out again. But I had to jam the steering wheel in one direction, else I can't click on anything because it's moving the steering wheel, which switches it across.
Oh.
Chevrolet, and there we go, all fixed.
So we're going all the way through to.
Winch. Okay, so
Okay.
just the other side of the quarry, inside the word Zimnogorsk is off-roader. But we should take that fuel with us.
Trucks are fully repaired and ready for fuel.
But there's a fuel tanker here, Max, that you've just driven off of that. I've just teleported.
You want to carry that, did you?
I think it's a good idea.
Okay, you've got one already there.
We have one, but forgot the name of it. The big thing. What's it called?
The Kolob.
That's the one. It gets through it very, very quickly.
Okay.
So we might as well, because we don't need it. We can leave it or bring it back. But if we do need it,
We have it.
okay. So this vehicle's fine.
trees on the road that when you run over or run into, it just
Slap.
immediately bounces your truck off of. I've been stuck on some. I honk my horn, they fall apart, and then I'm good to go. I'm like, what? What's this?
Okay, I'm back in 2 seconds, so Max, you know the vehicle we're going for. I'll see you in a sec. I'm just going to grab a drink because I am hot and sweaty. Not in the good way.
Nice.
Oh,
Wet wipes, that's what you want. Is there ever a good way to be hot and sweaty? I suppose maybe if you're in, what do you call it? Come on, brain, work it out. Sauna. When you choose to be hot and sweaty.
so quiet.
What happened out of the...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I can't reproduce that sound very well. We need some more pussycat sounds, that's what we need. More trills.
I think
More
Dora's
trills.
accommodating
More
to that
trills.
sort of stuff.
Yeah. She's very
Feel
cute.
too young and hyper.
A friend of mine's got a little tortoiseshell kitten, female kitten.
Aw.
Yeah, very very cute. They had it obviously spayed, but the funny thing was when they had dinner, instead of giving it a buster collar, you know that sort of, do you remember that? It's like a big plastic collar you clip around the cat's neck. Instead of that, they put a little sort of, for want of a better term, like a dress on the cat. Not a dress, but you know, like some clothes on the cat to stop it licking that wound.
It's so
Yeah,
warm.
I bet it worked just as good.
Yeah.
Question. Should I buy myself a freestanding hammock?
No, you're a lunatic. You could just buy a waterbed. No, that'd be silly.
What? For the garden?
Oh, I see, for the garden. For the few times that you use it, it'll go mouldy very quickly.
How about if it's like a mesh one?
You just put something in it and take something out of it? Yeah, that's okay, I suppose.
I mean, for me.
Yeah. Blow at me. She can, or was it a double?
Oh, well, I wasn't even planning on inviting anyone into my waterbed, sir. A man's waterbed is his castle.
Yes, but I mean,
Not
any,
waterbed, sorry,
any,
not waterbed, sorry. Have you ever actually slept on a waterbed, though? Because they're horrible. You get on them and it goes blah, 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 and it takes about 10 seconds
Parents
for
love it.
any movement to stop. And, quite importantly, you have to have a heater running them all the time.
Yes, you do.
Because if you don't, you will die. Because,
Very
your
cold.
body cannot sustain that level of warmth.
no, well, basically what happens, it
Or
will...
you just put sheets on it.
No, it will sap...
It'll suck out every drop of heat.
Oh yeah, from you, and you'll die.
Your body.
Wait, Max, have you just driven past the vehicle to repair?
I'm in Zimnagorsk.
I think you've driven past it.
Oh, bollocks.
It's only just form. It's under the word Zimnagorsk. Yeah, so
I'm in the quarry
Needs
again.
fuel.
yeah, you're in the
You know what
quarry.
it is?
It's under the word Zimnagorsk. It's just in front of me. Yeah, so a waterbed.
Off-roader.
Yeah, a waterbed at room temperature will kill you overnight. You might be lucky. You might get hypothermia. But yeah, you have to run a heater, so they're really expensive, and they take many hours to warm up. So you can't just go, oh, bed in half an hour, turn it on. That won't work.
My parents leave their heater on. I had to help them swap out the air or the mattress ladder. They filled it up from the tap outside, so that thing was frozen. So I don't think they slept on it that night. They had to wait till the next night.
I had an outdoor heated.
The zix. It's a cat word, isn't it? Zig.
I had
It's fully repaired. Oh no, it's got suspension damage.
yeah, I had
2 points damage.
a heated outdoor pool, and that takes 24 hours to get up to temperature.
Sorry, I'm confused. Which vehicle am I repairing?
That one.
Said it just needs
It's fully
fuel.
repaired.
Then refuel.
I've already fixed them both. They just need fuel.
Source.
Now pay attention.
Hold on, let me use the right source. So I'm using the Fleet Star carrier. No, Fleet Star hasn't got any on board. It's just his own tank, as it were. So I used the trailer behind me, and then that thing. And it's already got 49 litres in it, so that's nothing to stop it going anywhere. I'm not going to fill it up fully if it's going to throw it in the bin.
I think that's the quest, though. I mean, I will.
Fill it up completely.
I assume so.
They want it fully repaired.
Yeah, a full tank of fuel is not a fully repaired vehicle.
Hold on.
That's just a vehicle that's not damaged with some fuel in it.
Yeah, but that's the quest. You
But
have
they're really lazy.
Wait,
They're not going to pay for their own fuel.
I've just accidentally. Hold on. I've just filled you up
Yeah, I know.
from it.
Hold on, I'm filling it up. I'm
There
filling
we
it
go.
up.
Hey,
Stage completed. There we go.
There it goes.
Now what? Do we keep it? Do we throw it away? What happens to it?
well, I was kind of expecting some points.
On down to this one and the other truck.
Huh? Oh, repair. Now it needs to be taken
Both here?
somewhere. Now it needs to be taken to the service hub. Oh, where's that one? It's at home.
Oh. Same.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my god, game.
Do I get to keep it?
Can you drive it?
Probably not.
No, it needs to be
Game's been
dragged.
very stingy with this country.
Well, it's Russia for you.
Can you tow it?
It's very
I'm gonna-
stingy with their vehicles.
Can I tow it? Yes. Yes, I can.
The
So-
problem I've got now is I need to do a
You,
180 with both of these.
I would. Right. I'm going to do a Yuri. What I would probably in your case is I would do it. I would detach, do a U-turn, drive past it, winch onto it.
I honked and the cat word jumped up and down. That was funny.
I'm a little stuck for room. You want a 3-point turn around me?
Okay.
Oh, I've got close enough to the zip to make it move.
Just thought that was fun. So happy to see us. It bounces.
Yeah. Zzz, it's a cat word.
Sorry, I get the reference, but I don't think anybody else will.
Yeah. You didn't even chat the other day as well.
There you go. So if you winch onto it from there, it should hopefully now turn around to you.
Click a towing winching point. That one. Click a thing to. Oh, good. I can't see through my vehicle to winch.
Ah, yeah.
Hold on. There we go. I think that's it.
Looks good to me. So I wish you well on your quest, which is to get back and repair and refuel the knackered truck you towed. And then hopefully Tad is about to do the second part of the metal, or he's doing the consumables, one of the two.
Metal. What little fuel is left in the Royal.
Max is coming with a lot of fuel.
That is good news.
Trailer is too far away.
Hope
No,
I
it's
can make
not.
it to some place he can reach easily.
Yeah, I don't mind the trailer is too far away message. What I mind is the fact I can't move the vehicle back and forwards whilst it's showing me the icon, showing me how close I am to being in the right place.
Yeah.
Right, so if I just winch the bloody thing closer to me.
Yeah, that usually works, but sometimes you winch it too close. I don't know why they don't let you... Like, when you've got one there, I don't know why you don't just get to see it. Anyway, so let's find out how good this vehicle is. Oh, apparently not very if you hit detach winch.
There we go.
Wow, that was a loud noise when you did that.
Clunk. Choo choo.
Good luck, sir. I will see you both.
Right. Now the mud puddle that I'm gonna lose my fuel in.
Max has got fuel on the way.
You know what?
These tires make me sad.
You know what Deadmau5 should do? If he paid for that vehicle, and I'm assuming they've taken it back, they can refund him, or is it?
Yeah, I
not having your money back either.
expect so. I expect he's been refunded.
So I'll be like, no, I'll give him money. That's mine.
Well, yeah, but you can't just say that's mine when a guy just turns up with a truck and 5 burly security blokes and just takes it away. Don't forget, Ferrari have got the keys. I wouldn't be at all surprised if Ferrari could also remotely immobilise it, going, "This is ours."
Yeah. Right, so I'm going to put this fuel trailer, sorry, next to the other one. Yes.
Might as well. There's a knackered truck in that same area, is there not?
It's in the yard. Yeah.
Yeah, that needed to be repaired. So the back of your vehicle should give you, hopefully, all the repair points you need. I'm hoping it does. Or we need to come back for a second pass. Fingers crossed. So whilst I was trying to fix the steering wheel when it went jiggly before, I turned the force feed back up, and it is genuinely exhausting to play this game now.
You turn the force feed back up and down.
Just up.
You just went, more of this pain, please.
Yeah, well, I don't get enough exercise, so it's good that I just get...
Needs the ab workout.
It's a small workout. It's a surprising amount of stomach muscles just keeping me upright. So if I don't tense when I throw a corner, I will turn the wheel and my arms will just push me and I will fall over. It's a surprising amount of force. And obviously then I also have to keep the chair still or my chair will just spin in the opposite direction.
Whoa,
this is an old one. I suspect new ones are even better.
Airs or wheels?
Wheels, so my chair's reads me new.
Right, so now it's fully repaired. Am I tracking the right quest?
Come on, truck. We're almost there.
Repaired and refueled at a guess.
Oh, right, okay. So it's not quite where it's supposed to be in terms of handing in.
Repair it, refuel it, and then drag it.
Okay.
That quest has got it all, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, that's a nuisance. I'm going to teleport you then. I'm going to bring the fuel down to the yard. Makes more sense.
Your fuel brings all the trucks to the yard.
Yeah, apparently. Sorry, Tal, I'm being a nuisance.
What repair truck is this?
Which one, sorry?
Mine. Well, it's one I was using. It's
one.
Yes, nice.
Is it in the way? So I apologise in advance.
But don't forget, you can always just jump into another vehicle and move it backwards 10 feet. It's only 3 button presses.
Yeah.
As long as it's got fuel.
Which is not the case with the Royal anymore.
Well, it's okay, you're quite near a lot of fuel. Did you actually just make it back just to the to our base? With all the
15 litres left.
No. Well, drive up to the fuel tank. Sip the glory. This thing is wonderful. I like this Scout so much. Oh god. I've burned half of a tank of fuel dragging this thing here. Okay, it has some drawbacks.
Oh, that's where you...
Dora's level of enthusiasm for playing fetch is unfortunately not tempered by her skill at it. She keeps on dropping her thing way too far away for me to throw it. And I threw it the other day and I accidentally threw it into the washing machine and she just sort of stared at me and I'm like, oh god, so I had to pull the washing machine out to recover her favourite toy that I'd thrown under there. Felt terrible.
You need me to move that? So I can actually winch attach to that properly?
Yep.
You want me to put it?
Go away. That's what we do.
But that's what she's doing right now. Dora wants to play fetch, and sometimes she drops it on my lap, sometimes she drops it on my desk, and sometimes she just drops it by my feet. Sometimes she drops it 7 or 8 feet behind me, and then wanders over to me and just meows at me to throw it. Like, no fetch, only throw.
Bollocks.
You sure you don't want me to do it?
Yes, go away.
I'm parked here, I'm watching.
So,
Fine.
what else have we got in that area? The consumables. Do we have one with a truck? With a crane?
We've got it. We do not have a crane.
Oh, it's money left. Oh, wow, there's a big... Oh. I wish we
That's a
had...
lot of money.
So, Tad, this one here... How do I know if it's a high or a low hitch? Take me through that again. Is there a different icon for them?
Oh, everything, or for all intents and purposes, everything that needs hitching like that with a fifth wheel low, or like the regular trailers
wait,
are all low
rewind back. With a fifth wheel.
That sort of weird.
Wheel is
sort of
what we
clamp
call
on back of
the
it.
dovetail hitch.
Yeah, because they're strange.
Tail, fifth wheel.
Sorry, and
Even
Though
rewind.
you have 6 wheels and 8 wheels to tow it. Yeah.
Mini
that shit.
Wait, hold on. I'm at the trailer store. No trailers available for this truck. Why don't give a fuck's sake. I was trying to see if there was a different icon for different types of trailer.
Because it's saddle high.
I still couldn't want to be able to buy them. But there's a gooseneck semi-trailer here. Is that not a saddle high? Is that still saddle low?
Saddle low.
So the Kolob can
Only saddle highs are the Quest saddles.
Interesting. So the Kolob couldn't tow this because this trailer is a monstrosity. But I can't take
Trailer.
it. This one. It's got 4 wheels for fuck. Well, it's got 4 axles. Do we need to put a Discord or you on the
that's
stream?
It's a saddle low. It's a saddle low.
But it's huge.
It's just a normal trailer.
It's a huge
Yeah,
trailer.
but it's got the ramps that you can lower so that you can create.
I
little
know.
cars in it.
I know. That doesn't go well. Rob managed to do a physics
Does it?
tornado doing that.
Oh dear. That's less than ideal.
Well, I can't take any of these with me, I'm afraid. So we're at Zimnogorsk, yeah?
Yeah.
Shall I get this watchtower while I'm here?
It's one little extra road for you, so I don't see why you wouldn't want to.
Fuel.
Well, that's a good reason. There's a scout trailer right next to you.
It's empty. According to the map.
I want to play
That doesn't
fuel
tell me
relay.
that.
No, it doesn't. It says it's. I think the other one's empty. Sorry, Max. I didn't.
When I left that,
Sorry, Max. I typed over you. What was that?
I was saying, I'm playing fuel bouncing with this roof rack and this carrier. No, I think that I want to change that. Yeah. I'm assuming we have to refuel that thing properly, so I'm trying my best to get it refueled so I can then hand in the quest to get rid of it.
Source target.
Roof rack. It's not in red, so I'm going to assume I don't need to refuel it any further. It's not, not full.
Just select the quest and see what happens,
Okay.
or I will. Global map. Zim.
Recovery. I can't seem to track it though.
Restore. It's got a little picture of a cog. Oh, you need to put some wheels. Its wheels need repairing. You only report. No, wheels. So repair points and wheels aren't the same thing. So Tad, you brought some repair stuff as well.
emptied mine out completely.
Oh, I think the Action has a spare wheel, and I have a spare wheel, but only one.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Needs wheels?
I thought your maintenance trailer had. No, it had 5. Oh,
It has 6.
Yeah, I thought I'd repaired them all.
it's according to my screen. If you look at it, look on the map. Look on the or click at it. It's
Wheels,
got
6 out of 6.
Oh, everything's good on wheels.
It's all repaired. I think we can just hand it in.
It needs more fuel.
mine
They
says.
filled it up that boy.
Does it say it needs to be fully fueled?
Mine
It's not in
says 72% fuel, and then it has a 4 next to the tyres
Being
in
cheap.
red.
Yeah, that's not up to date then, is it?
Well, one would hope so. But yeah, refuel it. I mean, when it says refuel, it doesn't mean it means fully fuel it, rather than just give it enough to drive.
Can you do that? 'Cause I've done several trips already, and it's bloody annoying.
Well, you should just be able to.
No, not you, Tad, because he's
Oh.
stood in front of the damn thing. Unless he's not planning on getting out of the vehicle.
In my truck. Gotta take that fuel trailer to the mission it
What the
belongs to.
hell is this for? A fucking bicycle? I love the way this actually has. So check this out. This is the artist's failing. It has a set of 2 tyre treads going up to it, and then it goes into rocks. There's no way this would have a worn away tyre on it, because you can't go any further up the tyre treads, unless that's supposed to represent dozens of trucks coming up here and then turning around. Are any of you in a vehicle that's yours?
No.
Good, because I'm about to hand in a watchtower.
See, that's the annoying thing about Tad. He's now moved the fuel trail, so it's not want to leave in a nice little park position, and it's got moved. Have you done the thing?
Well, no, because I haven't got the
No, not you, Tad. I'm talking to Tad
the
again.
step 310 still says restore, and has a picture of a cog. There we go.
Yes.
Oh, well, we got it. And now it says
Fully fueled.
max range. Okay. Oh, we actually. It's now.
Didn't kick me.
Yes.
Don't need that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
It's an upgrade.
You can move that truck that we just got. It's got to get recovered because there's nothing going on with it.
Oh man, there's another watchtower and an upgrade. Curse you, game. Right, you guys are gonna have to survive without me a little bit longer then.
Are you in the map right now?
Me?
Yeah. You go through and accept all the main quest missions.
Oh, for God's sake! Oh, I'm just trying to. Do I actually
Want to track the fuel?
Oh,
Cool
why?
kit.
Why would the? Why would?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm struggling with the fucking steering wheel here because my engine's on. Stop engine. Handbrake on. Now I can navigate the menus without my steering wheel jiggling. I didn't realise I just had to actually select these quests. I thought they were just, that's again bit odd.
So it's got all-wheel drive and diff lock for low.
Cool.
I don't know what the options are for it, but I'm just going to park it here for now. Is that okay?
Just park it there. Yeah, I'll recover it at some point. It might be we need it there.
Where's
so.
the fuel barrels are gone?
It's got nothing going on it. It's just a frame.
No,
Wheels
where's
on the back.
Tad, what have you done with the fuel?
Taking it. It's a mission trailer.
Oh.
There were two on the
other-
map, but
the
I was
other
going to
one-
leave one here.
The other one is
Just
by
run off with it.
the other one is by the Royal. How do you know that's a
Yeah.
quest trailer?
It's not.
Because I was looking at the quest that you're accepting.
Which quest?
One of the main 10 stair mirror.
Whatever.
Surface hub recovery.
Oh, so Max and I we stole something from we stole a quest truck, a quest trailer from another place. Oh yeah. Whoops.
Never mind.
That's all right. We've got them. I'm glad we brought them
Does
both.
it need to be fully fueled or not? Because we've been nicking fuel out of it as well.
No, because I did a
I
quest.
didn't care.
I did a quest where I had to get a fuel trailer. I delivered it to him empty because I'd used it getting him the fuel trailer.
Did it come back and give you the fuel out of it?
Right, well it's getting late for me, so I'll call it there, I think.
It is okay. Yeah. Bear in mind, I don't have any sort of specific plans for what we are doing. This is just kind of the default game at the minute. So if there's something we want to play, let me know.
How do I get out the truck and I'll just leave the game, don't I? The truck's all
Leave the game. Yeah.
So you've got the what have you got here? Hold on. Just so you know, you've got the Step 310E, the Kolob, the Action, and the Fleet Star. All here.
This is why the rest of my vehicles are in Michigan somewhere. I've spread my fleet over 2 different areas. Go me.
I could go and grab the Royal and bring it back with the fuel into this area if that'd be useful.
No, it's the thing is, at this point I need to work out what quests I actually need to do. Because I think I need something with a crane, and I don't have anything with a crane to do the collect consumables quest, which I haven't even looked at. I
Or
think.
if you've got to collect the crane, you've got to use a crane to collect it. to recover
Yeah,
it.
well, I thought I might put the crane on the
Action, yeah.
Action. Because I love
It's not
that
very
truck.
powerful, is it?
Yeah, but they're only small things. I should collect 4 small things. I'm tempted just to buy like loads of those. So we've all got those in different colours. We have to do all the quests in that.
Fleet of them cruising down the road,
That'd be awesome.
doing the day for everybody.
Yeah. I'd make mine a low rider though, so mine would be like low to the ground. Bit of underlighting kit, subwoofers.
Alright guys,
Drollops.
have a good night.
Alright.
Catch you later.
See you tomorrow. Oh, don't forget your daily monkey quest, by the way, if you have.
Oh yes, good call.
Thank you. It's a curse that games that go, oh, you have an escalating reward for logging successive days. And you're like, oh no. Oh, while I'm here, I'll just give it a few levels. That's what they want you to do.
Yeah.
Like currency, they care about is your time and money.
Mostly
just the money,
just
actually.
the money, yeah. In fact,
They're okay with taking their time too.
no, you see, it's surprising. So, time is actually a bad one. Because if you are logging onto their servers, you are costing them money.
Really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Not much, all right, 1/100th of a cent every time you log on. It's a small amount of money,
Adds
but
up, though.
if you've got 1 million users, all of which who are not giving you any money at all. Why does this upgrade have an exclamation mark on it? Oh, it's gone.
It's amazing.
Oh. Curse you, game. Curse you and your upgrades. I'm going to run out of fuel on this thing.
Have fuel? Do you need me?
Yeah, right. Have you seen where I am? Good luck.
You're way out there.
Yeah.
Oh, it has an exclamation point because that's where the first time you've opened the map with that available.
Ah. I'm glad you understand
again,
the UI
it's
of
on.
this stupid ass game.
Many amounts of times just getting with this game. None of it's intuitive. None of it's here to help you. This game actively is hostile towards the player in many cases.
I said the whole concept of the progression and the trucks and the unlocking. I mean, honestly, the forums are just full of people going, "I've lost my truck," and they're like, "Oh, it's in here. Oh, you left it in the garage. How do I get that back?" Well, how do I take my truck into multiplayer games? So like, if I want to join, let's say, your game and take my Pacific, I have to actively sabotage my game. My Pacific is a long way from anything else. So that means I have to teleport to my game, get the Pacific, take it from its very difficult to get to location, and then teleport it into your game, and then when I'm done, drive it all the way across the map. It's a weird setup, a lot of that. I think in time it's set up to take more time to stop you cheesing it. Like, for instance, I can't join a game. I can't join your game and do a quest that you're about to do that I'm a long way from completing, for instance.
Hey,
Yeah, because I can't complete quests in multiplayer. A lot of the quest difficulty in these games is the travel time rather than the actual quest itself. But I cannot recommend this game enough. The value for money in it is astounding. There is an awful lot of travel, but because you're the one that chooses what you're doing, it's not generally too bad. If this game told me you had to travel all the way from here to here, I'd be like, oh, fuck off. If I've decided I'm doing that quest, it's different. And it's the... Even if it's an illusion of choice, that's sometimes all you need in a game.
Fortress Craft deciding to make more of the same setup again and again and again is a choice.
Yes. But it's like here, I mean,
Definite payout, but
I wouldn't like to guess how many hours we have wasted in this game trying to like unroll each other when we should have just cancelled, recovered and done it. Yeah, I'm almost surprised the recovery option isn't a lot more penalising in multiplayer. To say, look, stop completing the quest 4 times as fast, help each other. But I do reckon we complete quests a lot quicker when, basically, if I'm following Max, or he's following me and I roll it, he can save me, and that's so much quicker than going and getting another truck. So I failed a quest, I rolled my royal, and I just went and got the co-op and just dragged it out of my solution. Get upgrade. Tuned custom for the Don 71. Don't know what that is.
yeah, there's just not many iconic Russian vehicles.
Well, these aren't real Russian vehicles. That's part of the issue. They're
Not?
no, they're based on real vehicles, but they're not actually like. There's no such thing as the Don 71. They haven't got any licensed. Service hub fuel station opened. Nicely done.
Oh, see, there it is.
You're,
Yep.
you're literally at it. As an
No, but I didn't see where the spot was.
what are you in?
Kodiak.
Okay.
Need help.
Well, there's a quest here called No Good Teens, which we haven't got. Yeah, but actually, to be fair, I still do have 225 litres of fuel.
That truck's way down there.
So am I. But this does feel like the first vehicle I've got in this game that feels like an actual vehicle designed to go off-road. I've no idea what the Kolob is or what its genuine purpose is. It feels like something you would use to carry Soviet-era cruise missiles in a Superman film.
Oh. You do the quest, it tells you it's an old APC.
Yeah, but it doesn't fit very many people in it, so...
Oh. They consider that they have a crew version of the Striker. The Bradley was designed to carry vehicles first, and then that went completely pear-shaped.
Oh. Okay. Dora, you can't have the catnip cable. Stop it. Get off my mouse.
Service hub I just delivered fuel to?
That's the one.
If we send it 3 vehicle spare parts, we can get fixed there too.
That sounds like a great plan.
You need to accept it.
Wait, so you can't pick up...
Can look at it.
I don't have any of these quests.
Or all the main quests in the middle. Contracts. The Transdamir again.
I don't have any. Oh, they're not lit up in yellow. For heaven's sake. Wait, are you telling me we've had dozens of quests just lying around that I didn't know we actually had? Oh,
Yes.
Oh, I see. I had to fill up the little clipboard. Obviously.
Obviously. Yes, this UI is challenging.
It kind of makes sense. Like, when you know, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But...
You have to fight with it. Tooth, claw, and nail the first time.
Right. Okay. Oh, this is sand.
Ching.
Oh. Yeah, I have to go further into the sand. How? So, this quest is called No Good Teens and I have to recover their car. I genuinely question what they were doing. Like, did they do an Evel Knievel style stunt to get it to this particular location?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's going to need more than refueling though, but hey. The game also has no concept of classes, so it just says water damages the truck. Right, this is not a truck. Okay. So if I go back this way, I'm kind of expecting to run out of fuel, I will be honest. But that means I can stop off and...
If you make it over to the service depot, we've got fuel here.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this last watchtower. Which appears to... Oh, right. No, that road goes to there. Right.
This Uwu.
So I was checking out Pulsar,
Oh, yes.
and it would seem to be very good for the stream.
Great, right there.
You move around in first person, but it's somewhat near to the bridge commander style thing. I don't think you in the bridge commander move around. Just sit.
No,
in
you
the
see, yeah,
chairs.
Bridge Commander was designed for VR. They later on made a non-VR version of it.
The Star Trek one?
Yes, it is cool. It is. My problem with the Star Trek game is it was a little too simple, and I played it on release, and it was good fun. And then I came back to it a couple of months later, and everyone had got really good at it. So they didn't need to bother listening to each other anymore. They already knew what to do, and that kind of ruined it. Because the idea is that Captain is the only one with information, and the Captain is the only one who should know what you ask engineering to do. But when people all got really good at it, they were completely autonomous, which is totally not how a Star Trek bridge works. And quite frankly, that's not how a normal ship bridge works. Oh, hey, Captain, yeah, I've just gone over here. It's like, you've done what? Well, I knew that was what you needed to do. And that's what you're going to ask me. Like, yeah, but that's not the point. I'm the captain of this ship. So, yes.
There seems to be some lack of specialization. It seems that a lot of people can put skill points in very many things, which make people interchangeable. But
You can always
if
play
most
Star Trek
attacks-
Online. The crew you get there are pretty dumb.
I never played Star Trek Online.
Fun! Second most played game after Fortress Craft.
I don't know if it was STO. It was one of the Star Trek MMOs. Because when the game came out, you start off being in command of your own spaceship, and you can complete the whole game in less than 24 hours. And people are like, "What?" Like there was some. I don't know which one it was. There was some major outcry because they were like, "This game is awful," and I don't think it ever survived that initial launch. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's STO or a different one.
You see the engine I just got?
No.
The Acteon, the Step, and the Zeke.
An upgrade for the Action. Now we're talking.
Engine!
Like that game doesn't have really awful fuel economy. Oh yeah, there we go. IMZ 6210 available for purchase. Although unfortunately, because of the way the game works, you can easily find an upgrade that is less good than your current vehicle. So what are you doing right now?
Be bopping around. Do you need me for something?
Why don't you come and get this vehicle, because it's not difficult. Like, it's really not. These roads aren't very hard at all.
I'm in the middle of a swamp at the moment, so
Well-
I'll get to you when I can.
That's alright. And I will head over here and get this upgrade. And then I will head back and get this watchtower. That's probably, by that point, a good point to stop. As tomorrow I have an annoyingly long day that involves going to the garage and getting the wheel bolts drilled out my car. And I'm going out for the first time in months. We're going to go to Five Guys and get takeaway. I love Five Guys. I know In-N-Out Burger is better, but we don't get it in this country, so...
Nothing wrong with Five Guys, especially
Guys.
if you like French fries.
Five Guys is awesome. So when I first went to Five Guys, me and
Got the large fries, didn't you?
but we both got the large fries. Oh my, I say.
You idiots!
Oh my. So
Oh my is right.
I don't think you understand. In the UK, we're not used to sort of portions like that. That's okay.
American food.
So the next time we had one large fries between us. Still no. And I then looked on their website. One small portion of fries at Five Guys is 1,150 calories. The large portion is like 1,800 calories. I'm like, now I know why I couldn't finish it off.
To be fair, you can't finish off a small either.
I've got better at it.
It's one of those. Still, it's like, don't do that to yourself. No, you're not going to finish the fries.
Available. Okay. Oh, it does highlight it. This is for the Tiger.
Oh.
Yeah, Five Guys is wonderful. I really, really like Five Guys. There's a sort of a, you got, AMD versus Nvidia and all that. You get a similar thing with Five Guys versus In-N-Out. Apparently In-N-Out is better, but In-N-Out's only California,
I don't even have them.
I think. But there are no In-N-Outs in this UK, so whatever. Five Guys is...
relevant point.
Five Guys is not the best burger. The best burger... Actually, I used to eat at the best burger place. The best burger place was in Brighton. And it was called Grub's Burgers, and they were amazing. And for many, many years, I said to people, these are the best burgers. And I thought they were. And then someone mentioned to me another burger place, also in Brighton, called Burger Brothers. And I was like,
Burger who?
Burger Brothers, Burger Bros.
Ah, okay.
And I was like, yeah. I said, it's not as good as Grubs. Then he was like, Grubs are the best burger. So then I went to Burger Brothers, and you have never, ever in your life... I can't even describe how good it was. But the weird thing is the shop itself. So, without hands down, no questions are, Burger Brothers do the best burgers. I have never, ever had burgers like it. Nothing. Absolutely 10 out of 10, incredible. But the shop itself, you could fit maybe 6 people in it waiting for the counter. It's tiny.
Oh no!
It's tiny.
Oh,
Now,
wait, stop. Where you are? You go up that hill.
Ah,
The radio tower to the left.
radio tower?
There's a quest called Late Inspection.
So there is. I will try.
All we can ask.
So, I'm afraid only Core Harker will get this. But one of the things about this burger place is they don't do fries. They just do burgers. And there's a sign on the door that says if you want fries, go to Iceland. Which I love. But...
Iceland?
Core Harker will get it. Core Harker just went... or at least went... but yeah, honestly, I genuinely could not believe how good Burger Brothers were compared to... but Five Guys is the best chain. There's only one Burger Brothers. It's in Brighton. And if you aren't there 10 minutes after they open, you ain't getting burgers from them that night. Because the queue...
Ow.
The queue is insane. I think the answer might be a no, by the way.
Ah. Call this a road? This is a rock slide. Ugh.
So tomorrow I'm gonna have Five Guys. I'm gonna go out in my car, put my mask on, get Five Guys, head home, eat Five Guys. A friend of mine bought me. As I said, I've got lots of cool t-shirts, but a friend of mine bought me a very cool Transformers mask, which is cool. It's not. It's slightly disappointing because what I want a face mask that looks like Optimus Prime's mask. That's all I want. You know, just the sort of the white one with the little slits at the side, and maybe a little Autobot logo. I'm happy. I would wear that in public, regardless of a pandemic. But I haven't got one, and I haven't seen one.
Someone I know, they made a Immortan Joe mask.
Yeah, there's a lot of 3D printable cool masks as well.
Thought that one was really cool though. Just no! Esther. Landed where there are no trees.
I can help you after this watch point if you like.
A backtrack. Come on, you bastard.
This is some pretty thick trees, but the thing is, there's a road. I guess up there, that way. Well, Kohaka, I have explained to Americans before what the prices are like for pizzas in this country, and they often don't believe me. Like, pizzas should be the cheapest of the junk food, not a special treat reserved for middle-class white people, because they're the only ones that can afford to buy them, which is pretty much how our pizzas are in this country.
Really?
Oh god, yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Well, so Domino's are the best, because what Domino's do is Domino's offer you free delivery on any pizza, or if you collect, buy one get one free. The supplies at all points. Because a large pizza is $24, essentially they're charging you $24 for delivery, but they're doing it in a very subtle and clever way.
Even if you don't need delivery, you still got to pay that.
Yes. Well, you buy 2 pizzas, which is fine, but sometimes you don't want to. So yeah, that's I think that's a 15-inch pizza for $24.
Had a piece of pizza for lunch today.
Or $24.
Had a piece of pizza for lunch today.
But don't food stores also have pizza?
Yeah, but it's not as good as Domino's.
Yeah, but the cheap
Garlic in there,
slots
Chris.
can get the food from the food store.
Yeah, but it's cheap, but it's not good. I mean, I can also buy frozen burgers, but they're not as good as Five Guys.
Where are you going?
Where am I going? Oh, I'm going to the Watchtower. Looks like you have to go around this way.
Oh. Throw yourself off the cliff.
It's upwards. That doesn't work.
Oh. I'm looking at it wrong. Oh, it's downhill.
That's alright. I got to go in the back. Yeah, there's essentially 3 types of trees in this game. 3 types of tree lines. There's solid, there's sparse, and there's sort of a medium. This is solid. So there's no gaps through for even a narrow truck. I'm beginning to recognise the different placings now.
I am too. There's some hills you're like, oh, fine, be that way, game. Been a lot cooler if you let me through.
Yeah, Papa John's are good, but very expensive as well. Yeah, pizza in this country is not a mass market cheap food by any means. I bought 4 pizzas some years ago. I bought 4 pizzas in America, and I gave her a $100 bill. And she's like, "Oh, have you got anything smaller?" I'm like, "No, I'm all 4 of these." And she's like, "Yeah, but yeah, it's only like blah, blah, $32." I'm like, "Sorry, what?" Oh,
This is the ultimate food. America's figured it out.
So wouldn't it make more sense for you to have done the quest that doesn't involve that?
mean,
Well, because you've rolled your vehicle.
that's just it. I haven't rolled enough to be able to shut off my engine, but there's nothing around for me to winch onto. It's like, damn.
And just to be clear, you can't recover to the service hub, can you?
No, it's not a garage. It's everything but a garage, which is lame.
I mean, I can go around, but I'm going to need to go via fuel, and now I have a third of the tank, and it's thirsty boy.
I'll find another vehicle.
Oh, the game looks lovely. It absolutely is a really genuinely impressive, realistic rendered game. I mean, this is to give it another generation, possibly 2. This should be photorealistic. This certainly has some like the mud, I would say, is genuinely near photorealistic most of the time. Vehicle rendering, pretty good. Trees is a hard one, but trees are still pretty good.
I think the trees look really good.
Oh, they do look good, but they're not. They don't look photoreal. They are good though. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I shall definitely be following them for whatever their next game is. I'm not sure where they're going to go really. That's why I like the idea of doing this game in space.
Ooh.
I really wish there wasn't a recording of an airplane in the ambience tracks. I keep looking out my window because it sounds, when I'm in headphones, it sounds like it's genuinely outside.
Must have my sound low, because I've never heard an airplane in this game.
I have fiddled my audio settings because the engine audio was just so shit. So my engine audio, my truck volume is at 45%. So I can hear the surface noises a lot better, and I can hear the ambience a lot better. Because the engine audio is probably the weakest point of this game.
It's all the same sound.
It's just awful. It's just poorly implemented, poorly recorded, poor quality. There's nothing good about it whatsoever. If you're
Would know.
As I said, I might be a little bit out of practice, but I'm still probably one of the top 10 people in the world when it comes to playback of vehicle audio, vehicle engines. I'm just glad I'm not doing that anymore. Well, Kohak, I mean, after Nomancer, we're doing what's internally referred to as the train game. That game I will be shipping onto PlayStation, Xbox and Switch, or I will be at least attempting to. That is because I am not prepared to ship a game onto consoles until I have done it. I haven't shipped a game to console for a long time, and I want to basically learn the pitfalls with a game, not that I don't care about, but one that has a lot less time investment attached to it. Once that is done, we will have a fairly good idea as Projector Games which platforms do or do not make money. I am under the impression that Steam is the worst selling of the platforms.
The games they offer are so cheap.
Just sheer numbers, but Switch sell a lot better. I'm also assuming if I sell 100 copies on Steam, I will sell at least 100 on the PlayStation, at least 100 on the Xbox, and at least 100 on the Switch. That's a fair assumption. It's not going to sell worse. It should sell the same, I would hope. More importantly, that also means it is much less than 4 times the work to port it to consoles than it was to write it. So I am very, very time limited, because obviously it's just me, on what I can achieve. So I need to achieve as much as I can with a minimum amount of effort. So that's my goal. Now, once the train game is done, the next goal is what is internally referred to as the multiplayer game. I have 5 multiplayer prototype ideas sketched out with a little bit of prototyping done. And I want to potentially, there's a couple of streamers I would potentially like to get on board and say, look, we're doing a multiplayer game. If one of these 5 games interests you, I will do that one. One of those games, one of those 5, is a much, much simpler, don't get me wrong, we're not doing high definition and mud, much simpler, dumbed down, console-centric, multiplayer, alien-based, futuristic-based version of this game.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. Yeah. But that's down to me, Todd, and the blind man. Okay, so late inspection. So I'm just going to top off on the fuel. Wait, we can refuel here, yeah? Yeah, there it is.
It's in the corner. Yeah, it's really tucked away.
I was like, I can't see it. It's not that much effort to launch in another store, but that is why I'm doing it, because I don't know. I only sort of know. So I'll go get... let me go get this tower first. And then I'll get Eastern Tower.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh, you brought my actor. It's awesome, isn't it? Like, check out the tyres on it. Plus you can have a crane and a fuel tanker on it. It's just the best. Basically, sci-fi version of SnowRunner. That's my pitch, but much more squad-based, much more geared towards multiplayer. That's my biggest complaint about this game. That's not it, it's audio. One of my complaints about this game, and I don't have many, is that most vehicles are far too competent to do all tasks. So, Taddy, you're going to go and rescue those damn teenagers, whatever it's called.
2, yeah.
Okay. So, I would...
Think this truck will do it?
Yeah. Trust me, that is the little truck that can. just bear in mind it's quite fast and it's a speed limit, not a speed target. But yeah, Jack, there are some technical considerations to bear in mind, but I'm thinking about something a little bit more like Left 4 Dead or Deep Rock Galactic. So it's not this style enormous open map, okay? This is... I don't want to put into words how many man-hours this game is. More a series of levels or challenges, probably a series of levels with different types of challenges in. Repair a thing, rescue some aliens, deliver power, whatever. Vehicles would probably be electric based. You would probably have solar. The goal would be to complete the mission in the quickest time possible, which is something that MudRunner lacks.
Or you get too far.
Yeah. What?
Help.
Oh man, I'm miles away.
Ah.
Just let me get this watch down. I'll do a Yui. So one of the thoughts was
Yeah,
that not all vehicles can tow, not all vehicles have a winch, not all vehicles have got... So I want to make everything electric powered, because that makes more sense, but that means that you could pop solar panels on your vehicle, so you can never run out of power, but obviously you have to wait for it to charge. And then you have other vehicles with massive battery banks, so that's kind of my my thoughts. But I need to do a prototype, so I need to spend 2 or 3 days. I've already done the network part of the prototype. That bit wasn't very hard. It's the physics that are eluding me. So I might need to take a very different approach to the physics. Is this the right way, Ted?
Yes.
Then what?
Just keep going straight.
There's a corner.
Oh yeah, I mean, the road straight. It should be at the top of the hill.
Yeah?
You left.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not talking about a if it does well and if it's a runaway success, then my next the sequel to it would be a game like SnowRunner, which is I think they've done an astounding job on so many decisions on this game.
Aw. Well, upgrades.
Can I know anything? In fact,
Oh. So weird though, once you get the watchtower, there's no icon on the map for it anymore.
wait, don't
It's
need
not
it.
even on the map.
Yeah, don't need it.
Yeah.
How you rolled it?
Can't believe I did either. There was this one pebble in the road and it just threw me.
Ah, Pebbles, my old nemesis.
They're my constant arch enemy in this game.
Are you on the stream, by the way, or just watch me on the map?
Just watching you on the map.
Okay, there's massive rocks here. Watch me drive all over them without taking any suspension damage.
Yeah, I know. Road out of the drowned lands.
Yeah, it is. It's mostly because you get up a lot of speed. That's what it is.
That massive rock after the bridge. I've taken that thing straight on and did no damage to me whatsoever. But just cruising on a flat road, whatever little pebble is on the road just sees my suspension and just rips it in half.
Ah, that's funny. I hit all those rocks and no damage. Interesting. And yet, when,
But I'm flying.
when
I'm
you
straight up
hit
flying. I
them-
know I'm flying.
and when I hit them, it's okay.
It's not a mystery. It's
And
just
you
really
hit-
annoying.
You hit them, it's okay. And when I'm driving along, I don't roll. And when you're driving along, there's a pattern here. I'm not sure I'm seeing it, but I'm sure there is a
It's
pattern.
telling me I'm terrible at driving. I got it.
Now, I think the steering wheel, I've said before, in racing games, generally speaking, steering wheels do not help. Because, as a rule, what you really want in a racer is to get your wheel from lock to lock as quickly as possible. In this game, I actually do think the steering wheel does help. Because I do have quite fine control. Incidentally, they have now brought back the MudRunner style steering controls, if you want to use those instead. So notice, if you don't press A or D, you don't steer. If you press A, the vehicle steers left. When you let go of it, it does not auto-center. It continues to steer in that direction. So you may have a better time with those controls.
I would go around that mud puddle.
Would you? I'm going to drive one-handed through the mud puddle.
Ooh. Wow.
In fact, I'm going to go in the middle where there's no trees.
I gotta get myself one of those.
8-wheel drive, diff lock all the time. All-wheel drive all the time.
Ow.
Yeah, and 10 to 15 litres of fuel a minute.
Man.
Right, no such thing as a free lunch.
You can see the rock right behind my tire.
Yeah.
That little rock. It's my day.
Yeah, I was here earlier. And unlike you, this ain't the route I took. Because that would be stupid.
I don't go this way either.
Well,
I'll show you.
You say that, but apparently you did.
Well, I mean, I was making the turn to go the direction my truck is going, because I'm going over the hill.
Come on, Ringo. You can't be trusted to have your vehicle upright. You're just going to have to drive over the vehicle on its side.
My other vehicle that's on its side. Yeah! Oh, got it.
Oh, man, I was kind of hoping you could go back up with your wheels now. But this is the way I went, up here. Because as this is the bit where I said, what is this designed for, a bicycle? You're not helping. There we go. There we go. I take it back, it's quite hard to go lock to lock on the steering wheel when you didn't need to there.
That's the one thing keyboard does
Yeah.
very well. That also gets me into trouble too. And the exhaust coming off of you.
Yeah, well. Apparently diesel particulate filters haven't made it to Russia. Oh, but see, look at the visuals here. Look at that tree. Look at that little truck there. Holy shit, I should have damaged my vehicle. I hit a rock. Look at him like just smashing through the tree. It looks great. Where's the other truck?
Down here.
This has got such a low centre of gravity and it's so long. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the one with the... Now I see why you rolled it. Because you've got the,
It also is the Kodiak. That thing is the most...
Oh, is it your one? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's horrible.
It's very bouncy. I should sell it like you did yours, but...
Yeah. But gotta collect them all.
It's one of those, I used it as a fifth wheel for a while, and it was hilarious.
But see, this vehicle's awesome. Look at that.
I like how you froze the physics right there. Look at that.
To be honest, it doesn't matter. If you get the teenagers with the Action, we're done anyway, and that's your vehicle, not mine, so we don't need to recover it. Oh, are you going for the Watchtower? I'm getting the teenagers.
You can do both.
You can do both, but
And to save time. Alright, we're gonna save this. And then we gotta deliver a whole bunch of nonsense to it.
gotta save what? Sorry.
Well, as soon as they wanted to see if this radio tower still worked, we inspect it, and now we're gonna have to find the mission that says bring a whole bunch of crap to it.
Oh, cool.
Make it work again.
I think the main thing what they did in this game is they worked out a way of properly, easily, and quickly scripting quests so they can have lots of quests. Whereas a Mud Runner, they just didn't. So you had two types of quests in Mud Runner. You had logs, and then you had hardcore mode, which didn't let you load logs. There was something else, wasn't there? You had to deliver scout trailers of stuff, but that was it. They only had two quests.
Those were full of logs too.
Yeah.
It was just that one map.
Ah, there we go. Now, right. Nearly.
It's fine.
And there was only
Steal the fuel out of it.
That's a good idea. I'm like, no, 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 no. Oh yeah, maybe I will.
Leaving it here. Just steal it.
But yeah, that vehicle, I mean, that is a DLC vehicle, but it's great. It's nice and fast. It's too fast, if anything. And it's bouncy and fast.
It's not the kind of bouncy like the International Scout is, though, which I appreciate.
Yeah. I think I can
International Scouts got issues.
I mean, this one is really good, but the fuel consumption... I mean, I've got maybe half an hour of driving. Which is not bad, I guess. But it's not very fast at all. I mean, this is literally top speed. Oh man, that looks fantastic. The game definitely looks best when you can see another vehicle. We had some great moments in MudRunner where like a convoy of vehicles. I don't know, am I going the right way here? Yes, I am. I don't know, my waypoints. That's it. You go that way. Where you go? Tad, where are you going?
I want to get to the... Unless you've already moved the truck somewhere.
Yeah, I got the truck like 3/4 of the way there, and then I ran out of fuel.
Oh.
Oh. An afternoon at work. So, just roughly, and I do mention this, but hopefully if I mention it to people, when other people ask, you can pass the message on. The goal is still the same. Before Fortress Craft 2 ships, I want to ship Nomancer, train game, and multiplayer game. I am
already shipped Nomancer.
I haven't. There are a couple of critical bugs, and I've been busy on a contract. I've been contracting recently on something which
phone game.
I will be. I'll be announcing that one soon, and hopefully people will have some interest because it is. It's related to your interests. But at the minute, I'm contracting, and I as well as 3 hours, up to 3 hours a night on this. I also did 71 hours last week. So, and I went to the arcade and painted some stuff twice. So I am. I said that.
Didn't bill them for that, did you?
No. But my point, I did 71 billable hours last week. So I don't have any spare time to sit there and debug Nomancer at the moment. So that will come, I will debug it, I will ship it. Then the goal is to finish train game, ship it to consoles, then multiplayer.
The train game. That looks like fun.
Well, there's two train games. There's first train game, and if it sells alright, second train game. Because first train game gets us a lot of the content for second train game. Because also we have to get a bunch of trains done. So I do have a... The train game is a simple puzzle game. It is simple. It is designed for us to finish it in 6 weeks or so. So it's not a big complicated game. It's a very small game. But that gives us a lot of the content towards...
Hang on.
Yes.
Yeah, hold still. This is a repair guy.
Repair then retrieve, yeah. No damage.
And fuel.
Source. Yeah, we still got to retrieve it though. Yeah.
Oh, we're going the wrong. Or are we going?
Nah, this is the best way.
Yeah.
It is.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I guess that works.
I have a route plan. Oops. So yes, as I said, the goal is to ship Nomancer, to ship train game, to ship multiplayer game, then to go back to Nomancer and ship that on console. Then to use the multiplayer tech in Fortress Craft 2, and that also gives me a much stronger location about shipping Fortress Craft 2. What's the laugh? Did it roll? Yep. Wait. Yeah, good job, guys. So yeah, I do have a plan. I don't just flail around randomly.
Any more?
A lot of the stuff I've done over the last 5 weeks, I do plan to put a lot of it into Fortress Craft. I have essentially revisited the Fortress Craft engine from scratch. I have been over nearly every line of code in Fortress Craft engine, which I have called the Super Build engine, and I have come up with some substantially improved techniques. Mostly.
Get rid of all the swearing at Unity in your code?
Oh fuck no! There are people who've just searched all the code base for all the swearing. What it does mean is that right now, every time you double your draw distance, it is a cubing of the performance needed, and that doesn't scale. And one of my goals in this other engine I'm writing is a huge amount more scale. So I had to revisit some of the ways I'm doing things, which is I'm very thankful I've had the time to actually revisit them. So I wrote these pieces of code, 5 years ago. So it's not as if I knew what they were doing at the time. I've learned a lot. So the new engine is, I don't know, 1,000 times quicker than Fortress Craft. It is immensely and superbly quick. So the point is, now I've got it down. So a loaded area in Fortress Craft takes 35 minutes to an hour to generate. I've got it down in my new test client, a much bigger area in 8 seconds. And that's the kind of difference we're talking about. It's just a different way of approaching it. It also helps that when I ship Fortress Craft, your average computer had 2 cores. Now your average computer has 4 cores. So I can definitely use more cores. I can leverage that.
Look forward to smashing as many computers and many machines into a segment as possible and watching the game die.
Well, probably not.
Really?
Yeah.
Free Factory game has that issue. You found the workaround?
A lot of it will be rooms. Rooms will be compulsory from the get-go. Rooms everywhere. So that's part of it. I'm also going to limit the size of rooms down to something more sensible.
Suitable levels.
Yeah, because someone's like, I've made the rooms, I've now changed your code to make the rooms 255 by 255. I'm like, right, but why even bother building a room at that point? You don't have any advantage. It's not magic. It's in a room, it renders quickly. You're only rendering part of the dice. But mainly, it's the overhead from having longer draw distances that killed the performance of Fortress Craft, because the code did not scale. It scaled in a cubic fashion, not a linear. A square fashion I could have coped with. Cubic, I just can't. So doubling it makes it 8 times slower. Doubling it again makes it 64 times slower. And at that point, you've gone from fast to slow. But yeah, that's all been reworked from scratch. So I'm looking forward to the announcement. That's outside of my hands. When it's announced, I will be on board and chatting about it.
Figured out a new publisher for some of these other games.
Where am I supposed to? Oh. No, I'm almost definitely going to be self-publishing. The other games, basically, I'm supplying the tech for this game. I'm not supplying the game. So, might not be a game that you're into if you're into Fortress Craft, but the tech's going to be well sweet. Right. Well, that was a good day, wasn't it?
Yeah. Cleared a bunch of quests out.
And the only thing we haven't done is shipwreck on this level. Oversized cargo. Right. Does that mean Kolob? Probably.
Oversized cargo, that usually means 4 units. So either Kolob with the saddle low or the ridiculous truck.
Kolob only has saddle high.
Really?
Really?
I thought you said it did both. Well, we've got the Longhorn does saddle low.
Longhorn.
Cover this.
Okay, yes, the hub recovery would be a good point. A good idea. So that's a good one to get. I'll leave that one active for next time. And I don't know where we get vehicle spare parts from, but I'm sure it will show me. Anyway, let's see how we did that time, because I reckon that was pretty good.
Hang on. Before you go, I want to show you this truck.
Where would you like me to go so you can show me the truck?
Garage. There's someone's truck here.
Where, sorry?
The garage.
Drowned Lands.
Should be a Chevy by the garage.
There it is.
This is the Longhorn, and this does saddle low.
I like your paint job. Wait, you've got loads of wheels.
Yeah. This was the car. This was the truck I was going to get you to do that towing competition with yours.
Ah. Oh, I don't know. I think the Kolob might still pip it.
Maybe.
We'll find that out next time.
Yeah.
Let's get our score. Core Harker, the point was when you have a room that big, it's no longer a room. That's just the outside. Like, there's no point. The point is that you have rooms that segment your base down, not you put the whole base in one room. Because he's like, it's running at 3 frames a second. I'm like,
Wow.
okay. But I said, now teleport 1,000 meters away, build a room. What's your frame rate? 95. I'm like, there you go. There's your problem.
6 missions complete.
I got
Nice.
8 missions complete, 2 trucks obtained, 5 upgrades and add-ons, 23 kilometers,
I only got 3.
no cargo delivered, 96 damage received.
I got 1 cargo delivered. Thank you, metal beams.
Awesome.
How much money did you earn?
50. I got about 20,000, I think, something like that.
Yeah, me too.
So that's not bad. So yeah, always lots of stuff happening. I am a very busy person, but you guys will all see it when it is announceable. But we'll be back tomorrow. We don't know what we're playing. We never do. We're not that organised. See if anybody else comes up with anything. And there is a couple of people want to play Star Trek Bridge Commander. A couple of people want to play Pulsar. I want to play something else as well. And all of these are VR, so I might have to. See
I heard something about World of Tanks.
Well, there's a bunch of free-to-play games we should probably look at. World of Tanks, Dreadnought, War Thunder, Apex Legends.
Or Thunder.
Well, there's another one. There's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of them. So yeah, we've been umming and ahhing about potentially looking at some of those. So yeah, overall, always lots of things happening. Always is in my life, and I will do my best to share them with you. And we will see you guys tomorrow. As ever, thanks for watching if you have been. And we are always open to suggestions of games that you would like us to play or see. The better or the worse the game, the better.